Hello, hello, hello. It is a Final Fantasy XIV stream tonight, like I warned you guys. Oh man, we just had that cringe-ass stream, on August 8th. Let me make sure everything's actually working. Something feels off of the VTube studio real quick. Already off to a really bad start. Why do I feel like my face isn't responding the way that it should? There you go. Where is... Sorry. But hello, Colchis. I see you out there. And, yes, something definitely was off. VTube Studio was not detecting my microphone for some reason. Hello? Hello? Ba-ba-ba-ba? Ba-ba-ba-ba? Ah-wah-wah-wah-wah? Ah-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba? Ah-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba? There we go, there we go. So, man, I should fucking have my shit ready before the stream starts, but like, suddenly everything decided to crash and break, so I don't know like what the fuck was going on, so here we are, just fucking... Oh boy. Anyways. Yeah, it is the Final Fantasy XIV Moonfire Faire 2023 event. It's gonna be a lot of reading. I'll be honest, I already did it on an alt, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be plenty of reading. This is not gonna be a very fun stream for people to probably watch. Not a whole lot happens in this event, but fuck it. I'm gonna archive it anyways. May as well. This stream also marks the... Let's see. An entire year of Final Fantasy events has gone by, and I've streamed every single one of them. I think I started last year with the Moonfire Faire as the very first Final Fantasy XIV event that I streamed. And... yeah. A lot of the old Final Fantasy VODs are pretty embarrassing. This one will still be embarrassing. I'm already off to that rocky start and everything, you know? This new pair of headphones is causing me a lot of issues, too. Let me close out some unneeded windows now. I fucking should have all this shit ready beforehand. Okay. You know, as per usual, nervous about hitting go live, and especially because it's a Final Fantasy XIV stream. Who cares? No one cares. VTube Studio, what are you doing? Okay, everything should be working, I think. Okay. Just had to make sure real quick. This is also Final Fantasy XIV is also one of those games that, like, every time I launch it, there's, like, always some sort of fucking issue going on. Like, the audio breaks, or... I think I have OBS launched in admin mode. If you want to stream Final Fantasy XIV and, like, have a... not lose frames and have it lag out, because it will bottleneck the fuck out of OBS. You need to run OBS in administrator mode, and, you know, any performance-heavy games generally require that. So I would suggest doing it. It's a little bit of a hassle, and it causes like issues with other programs too, but I mean, as long as you're like fine doing that, I guess. Like, I don't know. I still think back to last year's Halloween XIV event and how it was so cool, and I didn't figure out that quirk yet, and it pretty much the VOD's in very rough shape, because not only does the game destroy the bitrate, but it also just, it chugged really bad. It just froze in points, and like, I hope they bring back that Halloween area for this year, so I could go back again and show it off. Last year's Halloween event was really good. I look forward to whatever this year's is. Hopefully they give us some good rewards. Anyways, without delay, we should probably hop into Final Fantasy XIV, so I'll see you there. Hopefully I have everything working. Go away, switch capture. Here we are, here we are. No fancy backdrop this time. Usually I'm a lot quicker at making sure everything works just fine. But, not today, not today, not today. Usually I do the Final Fantasy XIV streams, like, really early in the day. But... usually the turnout for them is, like, always, like, very minimal. So I'm just like, whatever, I'll do it late at night. That way, I don't gotta worry about anyone raiding me while I play this embarrassing game. And I don't gotta... people don't gotta feel bad if they missed it. Hello, Nano. Welcome to, your favorite video game ever. A potato. Okay. And, of course, as usual, I am going to always fumble over my words and not know how to pronounce half of these fucking names or, ye olden English that they always say. Mayaru Moyaru is calling upon all adventurers to join the hottest event of the year. Ah, my prayers are answered. As the sun beat down upon my brow, my flagging spirits were kept aloft by the hope of your return. Now that you're here, I can say that the Moonfire Faire's success is assured. Our festival has a long and storied history that hardly bears repeating, but for all intents and purposes, it's become the premier event of our guild. We hope to stoke the fires of adventurous hearts, young, old, and all ages in between. This season's main event has become a favorite among adventurers and revelers alike. The Eorzean Nimble Warrior Course. Keep vigil over the proceedings is the Sunshine Savior. Keeping vigil over the proceedings is the Sunshine... Getting tongue-tied. I drink a little bit of Dr. Pepper before the stream, which, you know, that just does not help with my voice at all. Proceedings is the Sunshine Savior, guardian of the sandy beaches. Who is the Sunshine Savior? God, I fucking hate saying that. If your interest has been piqued, then I encourage you to make haste to Costa del Sol, where Hermaja stands ready to appraise eager volunteers of the details. Just like that, we could head on over to Costa del Sol. I'm like having brain lapses for a second, like menuing. I'm like, wait, where is it? Where is it? I'm really looking forward to the next expansion when they're gonna like kind of squish everything down like in the teleport menu by expansion. So it'll be very easy to like go to the exact zones that I need and quit having to shuffle through so many tabs. It is becoming kind of a hassle to keep up with everything. So hopefully the game audio is fine. If I need to turn it up a bit, do let me know. But if you hear it just fine, then nothing should have changed since last time, but who knows? Maybe I fucked something up along the way. We still got a lot of people dogpiling on the NPC. As you can see, this entire area is bustling. You can see right here, this is where a part of the quest happens. Like, holy shit, just everyone... You see these giant questing piles. That's okay, because they don't get in the way. And we got, like, people excitedly wearing the Power Ranger outfit that we get. Or, what is it called? Tokatsu... Am I getting that mixed up with the food or like the actual genre of like stuff that people like? Okay, and I gotta click the actual. There we go. Well, if it isn't Rickubus, as sure as a guest, as sure a guest to the Moonfire Faire as this stifling heat, did Mayaru Moyaru's mention of the Sunshine Savior stir that heroic spirit of yours? Why are you small? Shut up. because I like being small and cute. I always play fucking giant monstrous creature races in MMOs, or like Final Fantasy XIV is like the first time I fucking picked a race that was just small and cute for once, and like not fucking like hulking beast of a undead creature that was just like ugly by nature. So I should hope so, because between you and me, we're in a bit of a bind. If you wouldn't mind lending an ear to our troubles, I'd appreciate the opinion of a fellow adventurer. Tokusatsu. Okay, yeah, it's a tokusatsu costume this year as a reward. Much obliged. You see, the fair's been no stranger to difficulties. Make no mistake, people swimming where they shouldn't be, monsters treating the beaches like a bloody banquet, and all manner of other perils have put a damper on what's meant to be a time for celebration. To combat this, I came up with the idea of the Sunshine Savior, a brave soul whose duty would be to nip such problems in the bud before they become everyone's headache. Not only would they keep our patrons safe, but their deeds would raise the esteem of the guild as well. Not only that, but it would be perfect opportunity to give our fresh blood a chance to shine. So I went looking for a stout arm from within our ranks, and after a process of stringent vetting, settled on an eager youth by the name of Lionel. The lad seemed a perfect fit, but his spirits have taken a sharp dive since he arrived in Costa del Sol. Whatever the case of his troubles, it's plain he needs a guiding hand or two to see him through them. So if you got the time and the inclination, I'd like you to help set him on the right path. Once he's found his footing, I won't ask you to dote on him any longer. How about it? I guess I have to. You're a lifesaver, friend. Now then, follow me. I'll make introductions. Lionel should be somewhere near the Aetheryte. Let's go find him, eh? Now, if I weren't a Lalafell, the other race I would play would be a Hrothgar. Just kidding. Fuck Hrothgar. I hate Hrothgar. Do you hear about? Nobody's probably heard about it, but fucking the fucking FanFest. Some like furry made a 10-page comic about how he went to FanFest with COVID, and basically became like a super spreader at the event. And like everyone on Twitter is like fucking dogpiling this asshole. Like how dense? How dense? How dense do you, like, oh my god, the fucking, okay, this is me shitting on someone, but like, this is like someone that kind of rightfully deserves to be shit on, because like, come the fuck on, have some common sense. If you have this fucking disease everyone's been afraid of for like the past 3 years, and you're going to a giant convention, that's a really bad thing to do. And he just didn't have any common sense. What he just did was make a giant comic about it too. Like, hey everyone, I went to Final Fantasy FanFest and I had COVID and I know I shouldn't have went, but I went anyways and possibly infected a ton of people. So yeah, Final Fantasy XIV's community full of drama as always. Anyways, Hrothgar suck. And yeah, anyways, the actual race that I would play would be a Rokkon. Because, you know, you got the two extremes here. You got like a big hulking dude, and you got a tiny little potato. Not to say I don't already have a Rokkon alt, but I don't think I've ever showcased it on stream. I will always be a Lalafell main. Anyways, sorry for that toxicity. I just always find it funny, like, how fucking volatile the Final Fantasy XIV fan base is, and just the kind of weird people at houses. Not to say I'm not weird, I'm definitely weird. Apologies, but the lad seems to be missing. I explicitly told him to wait here. Get your bloody hands off my goods. Sorry, terribly sorry. I only thought to help. The crates looked awfully heavy, you see. But you're right. right to be wroth at me, yes, for why would you need my aid? With my arms thinner than sprouting reeds, I see the error of my ways. I shall shovel buffalo dung as punishment. Ah, lad, sorry for snapping at you. Appreciate the thought, but the contents of these crates are my livelihood. Can't trust just any passerby with their safe carriage. You understand? And truth be told, you came at me like a chocobo taking its first steps. You need to strut with a bit of confidence if you don't want people looking at you crosswise. See? You've a good heart, lad. Anyone can see that. Work on your manner and reckon your next attempt at charity will go just fine. This is the area of like a lot of the seafaring folks and pirates and all that. I'm not very good at doing a pirate impression or talking like a pirate. I can hazard a guess at what happened here, but I'd like to hear your side of the story nonetheless. Mind filling me in, Lionel? Oh, Master... How'd I say? Hyarmja? And who is this? It can't be. Is this man my replacement? Heavens forfend, I've been dismissed before my duty has even begun. There's no need for all that. Rickubus here is a member of the guild, and he's here to help. But first, we need to know what's going on. You see, I was waiting orders like you asked, but then I spied that man struggling to carry his goods. I thought to offer a helping hand, but well, you saw how the rest went. I see. I can't fault you for trying to do good, lad, but what he said was right. Your manner is bloody strange, and has been ever since you set foot on these sands. I don't recall you being so timid when we first met. If something's weighing on you, you needn't shy away from sharing the burden. You're too kind. The truth is, I can't bear to have my face seen by others. All those eyes on me, it's dreadful. Under a helmet, I have the confidence of a captain, but this heat has left me with no choice but to bare my naked face to all and sundry. Now, this is an interesting thought because I've always, kind of felt this way too. If my face and my head is generally exposed, I'm very, I'm super fucking nervous, I think about how much easier life would be if I could just cover my whole face or just have something over my head. And essentially a mascot costume or object head kind of thing. It is something that does kind of boost your confidence. And also VTubing to some extent is basically also wearing a mask and a head that is not quite your own. And, it's just a weird thing that I've always kind of experienced, but I don't really do much to socialize anyways at events or conventions. But I did cosplay at a convention kind of once, and my face was partially hidden, so that does inspire a little bit of confidence. And well, here I am now, VTubing and all that, so my confidence has kind of grown a bit. I'm not like a flesh tuber or anything. But anyways, back to the story. I'm afraid I'm likely to do more harm than help if I can get my nerves under control, but the festivities are due to start soon, and I can scarcely stand to look even you in the eyes. So that's the way of it. I appreciate your candor, lad. If it's as simple as covering your face, we can get you sorted straight away. Come with me to the storehouse. I have something there that I think you'll like. I'm still a bit shy during streams. Yeah. At least you're not showing your real face or anything. So it's usually you're just self-conscious about your voice, cuz I know I am about my voice cuz I'm always mispronouncing things and not quite getting things right and stumbling my words, not doing fun voices for a lot of the characters, or if I do, I forget how I voice them. I don't have a very wide range of voice acting, as you can tell. As for you, Rickubus, you'd better wait on the beach for our return. Don't worry, we'll be back before you can break a sweat. Is the volume okay? And like, is the there's been no like frame stuttering and all that during the stream so far? I can't really like keep track of this on my end because I only have one monitor. So like I only need the volume is fine. Okay, and then like visuals are fine too. There's like not really a whole lot of stuttering happening because I can't remember if I launched it in admin mode or not. So I'm like, oh shit, too late now. I already hit the gone live. And like I said, this event is very cutscene heavy. There's like no action whatsoever. It's just basically all story. But on the later half of the stream, I'll find some things to do and like maybe showcase some of the new content. And here we are. Feast your eyes upon Costa del Sol's Sunshine Savior. Everyone's excited about this suit, but like as soon as the event ends, or like maybe a week after it's been out, no one's gonna fucking wear it. Like every event costume ever. It's very good for like cosplay though, within the game. Blinded by its brilliance, aren't you? I had this lovely piece made the moment I conceived of the Sunshine Savior, a special commission from the Weavers Guild. But genius isn't always obvious. I discovered. My colleagues claimed the coloring was too bold and the design too daring. I believe the word gaudy was tossed about, and so, with a heavy heart, I set it aside. Until today, that is. By the gods, I feel a whole foam taller. The fabric is so light, it's like I'm wearing naught but my name day suit. I'm ready to take on the world and then some. Masks are usually for hiding one's true nature, but this is the Lionel I remember, if you ask me. He looks the spitting image of a hero, but what do you think, Rickubus? It certainly suits him. I'm not one of these people that's like really in the Kamen Rider stuff and, you know, tokusatsu. Like, I'm just kind of like, I've known a lot of people that like it, and I've had a hard time jumping into it, essentially, because there's a whole culture of it out there, and it's just like, it's kind of too overbearing. I already got enough shit on my plate. I'm overjoyed that you think so. Mark my words, the sands of Costa del Sol shall remain safe under the watchful eyes of the Sunshine Savior. Now then, Lionel, consider this your official appointment at the Sunshine as the Sunshine Savior. Why is beautiful Joe here? Hey, Dubious, and yeah, this is just a little summer event, and we get this outfit, so I am actually very much looking forward to being able to do a beautiful Joe outfit out of it, basically. Like, I am a Lalafell. I am the appropriate size to run around as beautiful Joe. Now then, consider as the Sunshine Savior. Go forth and remember that you can carry the reputation of the Adventurers Guild on your shoulders. Don't crumble under the weight, lad. Become a savior worthy of your namesake, and our guest will soon forget the countless monsters and maladies that lurk beneath the tides. I know you won't disappoint. I know that word, but I'm like fucking fumbling hard. Thank you, Master Hermaga. Hermaga? I still don't know how to fucking pronounce his name. I don't know how to fucking pronounce like 90% of the names in this goddamn game. I've been playing it for years. As a Sunshine Savior, I must bear all the responsibilities that the title implies. I can do this. I can become an adventurer that others speak of in awe. By the way, I'd like to apologize for my embarrassing conduct before. I admit a part of me is scared almost all the time, but I can't let that dictate my life and my duty. God, I feel that. God, I fucking feel that so much. Whatever happens, I swear to do all my power to make this Moonfire Faire the safest yet. That being said, I realize I still have much to learn and would very much appreciate the aid of a seasoned adventurer such as yourself. Will you help me? Thank you, Rickubus. I look forward to growing under your wing. Lionel looks like every ohm the hero and no mistake. But looks aren't worth a damn if his heart isn't in it. How are you feeling under that mask, lad? Up for the work ahead? About that. As much as I like to jump right into the thick of things, I can't help but harbor some small doubts. The incident with the merchant earlier made me realize that it's one matter to want to aid those in need, but another matter entirely to know who needs it. Fortunately, I have Rickubus by my side, a seasoned adventurer who's helped his fair share of troubled souls. I've asked him to take me under his wing for a bit, and I hope to be a quick study. Oh, hi Ziona. How you doing? When does Shintoto show up? I love that little lady. She had her own event in the past, and like, sadly I missed that one because I wasn't playing around that time. Maybe in the future, like, they might have a Final Fantasy XI crossover again. Who knows? Who knows? They're still keeping that game alive, like, with little yearly seasonal events like this. And a lot of people say the rewards that you get for those events are better than the ones in Final Fantasy XIV, believe it or not. But I can't confirm that. Anyways, that's a capital idea, lad. Every adventurer has a few stories of being rewarded with scorn instead of coin. Strange as it sounds, a helping hand must be deft besides. Well then, let's revise your task, eh? Give you a chance to sharpen that nose of yours to the scent of unrest. Why don't you stand watch over the revelers gathered all at the northeastern shores? If you spot trouble brewing, put a lid on it before it spills over. Rickubus will attend you in a supervisory capacity. Before leaping into action, ask him for advice on how to conduct yourself. He'll guide you well, I've no doubt. Now then, off with you. The battlefield on the beach awaits. Make me proud, you two. Make me proud. A guild member by the name of the... Oh, fuck, here we go. Beautifoin is standing by for someone to relieve him of his duty. Speak with him first, then show the realm the measure of a sunshine savior. Alright, let's bust out the Floridian horse. Didn't mean to select that person. How... Okay, there we go. Yeah! Hell yeah, I love my Floridian horse. We're just in time for the fireworks, too. It's a partly cloudy night, so... Let me do a little G-pose real quick. What would be a good, Oh, hey, Colchis. I see you running around in the background. What pose? Oh, yeah, this one. The Flames Dance. The G-pose mode is, shit. Why is my... Okay, there we go. Enable depth of field. I like to do... What was it? Bright 4, usually. If only the game could always look this good. I know there's means of, like, doing that. Increase the character lighting just a bit. Let's go ahead and, hide the minion. Actually, it's just, hide all, except for myself. And there we go. We got a nice little summery scene on the beach. Move the camera up just a bit. I'm sad I couldn't get into this game. Yeah, it's not for everyone, unfortunately. But it's for the better. I generally suggest not getting into MMOs because they are kind of a big waste of time. And if you're someone that suffers a lot from like FOMO, then it's very hard to balance your life alongside a MMO. But luckily, Final Fantasy XIV is generally very light on content, I want to say, which is both good and bad, because you do run out of things to do, but you can also have a life outside of the game, which is fortunate. So, there's like only a few grinds here or there that require a lot of like time and effort on your part. And hey Pokey, welcome to the stream. Still stubborn in playing these games in order, still working on XI. I played a lot of WoW, and I think the Switch wasn't for me. I mean, I played a lot of WoW too, but I got sick of like what happened with WoW and everything, so it eventually became time. Well, actually no, it was during a what was it? I think Warlord. No, it was Legion. Like, I was really bored around the dying phase of Legion. There was no content to do, and like I needed something fresh in my life, so I was talked into playing Final Fantasy XIV again and giving it a chance because the Yokai Watch event had come back, and so I wanted to do that, and so I kind of relearned the game, and then like at first I really hated it, but then it just kind of like it clicked, like, oh wait, actually this is really fun. I actually enjoy this. And so, like, come time for the next World of Warcraft expansion, Battle for Azeroth, I played that for a bit, and I'm like, yeah, I actually kind of miss Final Fantasy XIV. Battle for Azeroth was a horrible fucking expansion, and Blizzard started really fucking taking a nosedive. They were already losing it for a long time, but... God, yeah, that expansion was so bad, I just, like... I decided to rip the fucking band-aid off and like, alright, I've played this game for like a decade and a half. Because I was playing WoW since the start and all that, so... It was a really rough choice to make in my life, because a good portion of my life was basically fucking playing WoW, unfortunately. But, Final Fantasy XIV is just more my speed, because it respects my time as a game, and, a lot more love and care is put into this, and the storytelling and the world building, than WoW ever got within like maybe fucking how many, like nearly 17 years I think WoW has been out, and every expansion has felt like it's been on life support with World of Warcraft, honestly. You played Dragonflight and enjoyed it, but before that I only played Wrath of the Lich King through Panda. I see. Wrath of the Lich King was basically the height of WoW. Oh, there's Cole. He's hanging out with me. Special guest collab, woo! Okay, let's continue on with the quest. I know most Final Fantasy streamers turn off names and all that. I'm kind of like, I don't do that. So, I mean, when all these streamers started playing the games, like, they were just, like, fucking straight up playing with mods installed and, like, doing illegal shit that, like, you're advised not to do when streaming the game. And, like, Square Enix seemed to turn a blind eye on it. They didn't give a shit, so, like, whatever. It's like, I'm not gonna, like, hide the chat and, like, block things out and, you know... No one cares who you are in an MMO. No one. Why? If it isn't the Sunshine Savior, protector of the Summer Sands, please, please, I release the beaches of Costa del Sol to your stewardship. So here you go. Long-ass cutscene coming up. Yes, before I go, allow me to furnish you with these link pearls, a crucial tool for a pair of strapping guardians such as yourselves. Godspeed, saviors. I'm dressed for the event because, you know, it's summer. I just want to fucking put on the fucking, the summer attire. I still really like this partial costume that I'm wearing was from a previous event. And yeah, Final Fantasy XIV is a cozy experience. Worst part of an official MMOs for me is that I feel like every second I'm not playing the game, it feels like I'm burning money. Then it feels more like a chore. Yeah, I don't know, like, I say it plenty of times, but the creator of Final Fantasy XIV, Yoshida, aka Yoshi P, basically says if you don't have anything to do in the game, you don't have to stay subscribed. Take a break. Go play other games. Come back when you want to come back. And, you know, these months that they hold the little seasonal events are a good time to get back in. And if you previously had an account with Final Fantasy XIV, you can currently play for 14 days, free of charge as a returning player, I believe. So also a good time to get back in. Get yourself this Power Rangers outfit, if you want. You only need to be like level 15 and have completed the first dungeon, I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, no. Costa del Sol, I think you have to at least be level 30 to get access to it. Most other events, you only need to be 15. Okay. Back to the reading. Sorry if I don't reply too much to chat during this. And now, our watch begins. Go on, Rickubus. Tell me what you see. If there is trouble lurking about, the Sunshine Savior shall rise to action. So something nice about these events is there are reoccurring characters from the previous summer events, and there are also characters from my side quest and story quests that show up, such as the pair on the right, I believe, are from MSQ stuff, and the two on the left were from last year's event, actually, which I did stream that event that year. So, a young Mikote lad and lass looking like a sellsword just stole their lunch. As Cole says, yeah, they actually try to schedule major updates around their game releases to be considerate of players who may want to enjoy things like Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, a lot of people that work on this game are like fans of other video games and all that, and it definitely shows. Like, they definitely like get around and like experience a whole lot of media. They're not completely out of touch with other players. I failed again. I'll never master the course at this rate. Come on, Fuel, I believe in you. But nothing I say seems to help. I wish I knew how to cheer you up. The lad looks absolutely crestfallen. From what I can gather, he's having some difficulties with the Eorzea Nimble Warrior course. I know what it's like to feel success slip from one's grasp time and again. Time and again. Okay, give him some words of encouragement. You read my mind, Rickubus. Encouragement is my forte. A few carefully placed words shall lift this lad over the obstacle in his path. Wait there, I'll be back in a flash. Fortunately, I don't have the power over the time of the day, so this cutscene is going to be done in the dark, but at least they had the fireworks in the background, which is nice. When the camera does want to face them. I'm more fond of like summer nights than I am summer days. The pair were thankful enough, and the lad seemed once again eager to tackle the course. All in all, a success for the Sunshine Savior. The shifty pirate lass is sizing up a nearby man quite intensely by the looks of it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, she has the hots for him. She basically leads an entirely female pirate crew. You know, that don't need no men, but like she's a romantic at her heart, so she's like, she has her eyes on this dude. And she actually kind of wants to retire the pirate and like, you know, settle down and maybe have a family, if I remember things just right. Bloody Carvelin thinks he's too good for a pirate, does he? I'll make him see, I will. I'll just have to ask him all nice-like. Fancy a stroll on the beach? Carvalian? Or some such? Bah, he'll just think I'm itching for a duel. She's mumbling to herself an awful lot. The menacing provocation of a pirate, no doubt. What do you think, Rickubus? Just ask if something's the matter. Don't worry about her. Worry about the man. We should watch from a safe distance. Let's not interrupt this. Because I know what's going on. Are you certain this is the scent of danger, or perhaps something foul has washed ashore? Ah, no matter. I shall trust your advice. It's what you're here for, after all. Oh, who else makes an appearance during this event, Kolkus? Any Hildebrand? Or like, I'm beginning to understand. She wishes to say something, but it's caught in her throat like a bone. Ah, she's given up. Judging from her manner, she may have the same reservations as I concerning showing her face to others, a kindred spirit in need of aid. Alas, I have but a single mask, so I couldn't have helped even if I wanted. But you knew all that, didn't you? Remarkable foresight, my friend. Truly remarkable. No happy ending for that one. Oh, Alpha and Omega are here. Alpha and Omega tend to like show up everywhere around the game once you're done with that little side story raid series. A cute little touch. Like I always like, you know, going zone to zone, like they at least make an appearance in every zone it seems. Well, I see. Nothing amiss in this area. What about over there? Give us something a little bit more scenic to look at, please. As long as you, like, have the story done, they show up. It's kind of the same for, like, Endwalker's finale, too. Like, the more content you did, the more NPCs throughout all that would show up and extend the cutscene. Which is, like, very nice world building and, like, shows progress on your character's level. And if you do that on a character who didn't do all that side content, then, like, you see less characters and, like, yeah, I noticed the difference in that. It's like, oh, that's a really cool, neat little touch. They're always doing stuff like that with this game. And now, our watch begins. Go on, Rickubus. Tell us what you see. If there is something lurking about, the Sunshine Savior shall rise to action. Yeah, they really do care about continuity. And that's why I'm so motivated to stream these events and at least record them and upload VODs of them. Because it is nice to have. There's so much in this game that changes over time, and like, there's a lot of stuff you could really miss out on if you just don't experience these events, or at least like go back and see recordings, because they're always unique to every year. It's a new story every year. But despite being a new story, it always has continuity in some form or another. A group of revelers are entranced by the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course. Go on, jump, jump, like your life depends on it. You'll never make it from there. Watch out or you'll eat sand. Oh no, is he alright? I think I heard a snap. Help him. I'm coming. Basically, Power Ranger lifeguard duty. Phew, apologies for not waiting for your guidance, Rickubus. I dived into the ocean without a thought for what would come next. Before I knew it, there was water under my mask. I was sure I'd meet my end then and there, but somehow I found my bearings and brought that man ashore. I suppose fortune favors the reckless, eh? Kind of. Fortune does favor the reckless. If you're always too reserved to do anything, then like that's gonna hurt you in the long run, I feel. I know I've always had my reservations about how the way I do things, and like maybe that I need to lighten up a bit and be a little bit more reckless, and then like maybe it would pay off a little more better than being completely safe. If that makes any sense. Some muscular fellows are slumped over on the ground. No risk, no reward, as they say. Are you alright, sirs? So, Chloe and Zoe are here. My muscles burn for more, but gods, I can barely see straight. Oh no, that's not good. Should I call upon one of the chaperones? I suppose this heat and intense exercise mix as well as oil does with water. Should I offer assistance? Tell them to drink plenty of fluids. Haha, hydrate, redeem. You're quite right. Even the strongest of us will wither before the sun without water and rest. But it's the nighttime, so this doesn't really work because it's night. So, you know, telling them to find shade or whatever wouldn't have been good advice. Go get some drinks, stupid. Drink plenty of water if you're going to exercise. You're quite right. Even the strongest of us will wither before the sun without water and rest. I'll go and tell them as much. God, the shading is so intense. They just look like silhouettes. I was hoping to be able to like do this cutscene during the day, but that would require waiting for a lot of time to pass. God, I'm like fucking Porky Pig as a fucking VTuber sometimes. I had a word with the men, and they insisted there was nothing to worry about. Still, my duty is to dig out the roots of trouble before they break soil, so in that respect I consider this a success. Speaking of which, I see no further signs of distress along the beach. I believe our relief should be along soon. Truth be told, I'm glad for it. I can bear this stifling heat. I can't bear this stifling heat for much longer. Still, better to be baking under the hot sun than drowning under the ocean waves. Every breath I took invited more water into my lungs. If one of the 7 hells lies on the ocean floor, doubtless its doors were cast open for my arrival. But I'm grateful to be alive and well, with a few feats of daring do under my belt besides. That's in no small part thanks to you, Rickubus. Your sound guidance led me to take action where I might have been paralyzed by doubt. I have Hermajah's costume to thank too. His name changes every time I pronounce it. It may very well have some special power to turn the timid into the lion-hearted. Impressive work, you two. I say, you've earned some rest, eh? Allow me to watch over our patrons. I can only hope my stretch is half as eventful as yours was. Much appreciated, Master Bowdefoin. Boing. I suspect Master Hermajah will want to hear of our success here. Let's go and make our report. I'll wait for it to like kind of turn daytime before the next cutscene, unless it's already gonna be day when we exit. No, it's like fucking 2 a.m. It's still like we got a little ways to go on the in-game clock for it to look good. Cole, where are you at? This is one of the new mounts you can earn from the new variant dungeon. It's really cool because like it's based on a yokai and it glows at night. You know me, I love monsters, I love yokai, I love there you are. Right, where's Alpha at? Right. We could go do this real quick. I'm guessing Alpha hangs out up here somewhere. They got the bomb course and they got the jump course. I like to do the jump course. Though the bombs could be fun. Oh hey, the polar bears from last season's event, I just now noticed. They're hanging out here too. Right, we did. Was it the polar bear from last season? I can't remember. Like one of the years was like a polar bear mount. Let me get him out real quick. Oh, you can't mount in this area, I forget. Because it's like, there's a giant climbing challenge up there. I tried to climb that tower last night. I can't fucking do it. I can never do it. I get filtered fucking hard. It sucks. I hate it. Alright, where's Alpha? Where's Alpha? I don't see Alpha here. Is he here for you? I don't see him. It might be one of those situations where it's like an NPC that only shows up like, Wait. I thought I saw him swimming. That's just a fish. Yeah, they're not right here on my end, so they're probably somewhere else, or like... It's probably like a local thing for like whoever... Like, I do have the quest done for sure. But it's not always a guarantee that you'll see Alpha at the same time everyone else is seeing it, I guess. Let me do this partial jump puzzle. You gotta kill some time for it to kind of become daytime. Just so the next cutscene doesn't look like too dark. And so from here on out, like, this is like the halfway point, and then the real challenge basically begins. That's like the little alternate path down there. You get no reward or anything for doing this. God, I can't even look the camera all the way up, but like, yeah, we have to get all the way up the top of that tower. And then if you manage to do that, you could jump from there and land on that little platform over there and take a screenshot and show everyone that you managed to actually get there. But I don't care about things like that. There's no reward. It's just bragging rights, and I'm not really one to care about bragging rights. No one cares. It's a fucking MMO. This is a cool little pose area that they have for like when you want to put on your costume and like pose in front of it. This giant colorful explosion will appear on the stage. Which it's actually from one of the quest lines in A Realm Reborn when you help all the beast tribes, and they use this effect, and they've reused it this year in a very fun way since it's all about that I already forgot how to pronounce it. Oh, and they're also showcasing some food here that was from the previous years. Like the little ice jello and the curry. Lots of callbacks to the previous years. Oh, and like someone's actually like, yeah. Busting out the Super Sentai, but like everyone over here, like they all got their costumes on, they're all color coordinated. This is a really cool new prop. I don't know if this was around the previous years, but instead of being a bomb on the top, it's like a goldfish. Just a little photo op areas. They even put like little stools here for the Lalafell to like stand up at the table next to everyone else. Yeah, Alpha's still not down there. I don't see him, Colchis. Ah, unfortunate. I do like seeing Alpha. Maybe I saw him last night and I just don't remember. As I said, I was trying to climb that tower last night. I wasn't gonna progress the quest or anything. I was like, let's see if I can get to the top of the tower, and like, no, I got filtered really fucking hard. It is like the hardest jumping puzzle in the game. Alright, let's polar bear, polar bear. Even has like his own little associated action with him. Here, let's zoom out. It was a weird reward for a summer event, but I'm pretty sure at the time it did make sense. Oh, there's little birds here too. I guess that makes sense. They're probably here as well. I have every single side quest in the game and main story quest thing done, so I'm like surprised I'm not seeing a lot of these little guys hanging out around here. Any NPCs hanging out up here? None of importance. None that stick out like a sore thumb. Maybe I just came at a very bad time where like RNG is not aligning with me, so I don't get to see the fun little NPC cameos and such. Oh well, how unfortunate. It's looking like I'll do the cutscene at 6 AM. I think that's when it'll be a good mixture. Like right now it's partially light, partially dark. Ah, fuck it, let's do it right now. It's light enough. Maybe tied to finishing the event. Oh, maybe it's tied to finishing the event. I'll go back and check those areas then. Ah, there you are. The stories of your deeds precede you. Revelers up and down the beaches are taken with your bravery. The one you plucked from the sea even came to offer his personal thanks. By all accounts, you lost confidence. Your lost confidence has been restored. The more besides. I reckon you're ready to set off on your own, but I won't force it upon you if you've got lingering reservations. Well, truth be told, wouldn't have been able to do it without Rickubus's help. And this mask, of course. Donning it makes me forget the meaning of the word impossible. You have to realize that Rickubus won't be around forever, so inclined to adventuring abroad as he is. A savior needs to be able to carry their burden alone if they're to earn the trust of others. You know, you never did tell us why you're so frightened of showing your face. Something tells me you didn't crawl out of your mother's womb with your hands covering your eyes. Am I right? An interesting way to put it. It happened when I was just getting my feet wet as an adventurer, during a job that should have been unremarkable. We were tasked with guarding a merchant caravan, which naturally drew the attention of a terrible slavering beast. Instead of sticking it with a spear like I was supposed to, I was knocked senseless within moments. When I regained my senses, I saw my partner had been dealt a grievous wound and the caravan was in shambles. The job was an utter failure. For a blessing, none lost their lives, but I lost all standing in the eyes of my allies and employers. They blamed me for their injuries and the damages to their goods, and rightfully so. The memory of their scornful gazes is etched into my mind, and I see them every time I look another in the eyes. So you coped with your fear by hiding behind a helm. It's starting to make sense. Letting other people down is like, I've always kind of like had that going for me too, which when people put a lot of faith in me and they have a lot of hope for me, I know I can't generally live up to that kind of stuff. So that's kind of like setting me up to fail, which is why I generally like to I like to be trying to reassess my thoughts on like how to word this exactly. If a lot of people think I'm gonna succeed, then that's like setting me up for failure, I think. And then me personally, like my success means something entirely different. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Mechanicat. I just have a better time at like doing things if people have no expectations of me, I think is what I want to say. It just works out better because then there's no pressure on me, and then I could kind of give my best when there's no pressure on me or expectations of me. But like once I actually have something writing on the line with others, then yeah, that just makes me feel more like a failure. And like I've had those moments in school and like with my art and everything. My teachers had high hopes of me, and they really did like my art and everything. But I just I don't know. After I graduated, like I didn't really go to art college like I wanted to. I didn't really get a career in art. I didn't do anything like anyone expected me to do, and you know, just kind of like got pretty depressed for many years and didn't really do much or amount to anything. But hey, I'm doing something now, which that's all that matters, I guess. And you know, like I'm gonna try and find success in my own way, and like not something that's expected of me by the people who taught me, I guess. I don't know. It's a weird territory, weird personal territory. I'm like, it is a story that they're telling with this event that really does kind of resonate. The whole like liking to wear a mask and the pressure of like failure and like finding confidence again to do things that you might be having staggering doubt with, you know, that kind of stuff. Then I hope you fail. You will be a forever and nobody. Thank you, Mechanicat. Getting pushed to succeed is the worst, because when you don't, you just kick yourself. Yeah, exactly. It's hard on people, like, when expectations are put on them. And, you know, if people could just outright the gate, like, be very pompous and confident in what they do, good for them. Some of us just kind of struggle with that kind of thing. So we have to do things differently. That's why I do VTubing very differently from a lot of people, where it's just kind of like I know I can't burn myself out, and I should do what I want to do and not have to like live up to other people's expectations of what a VTuber has to do. If that makes any sense. You know, Lionel, that suits more than a masterwork of comfort. There's a meaning behind its design, if you could believe it. See, it's meant to evoke the image of the phoenix. A legendary bird that symbolizes rebirth, rising from ashes over and over again, each time shining brighter than before. Seeing your triumphs as a sunshine savior has made me certain that the phoenix's fire burns within you, Lionel. And when those flames are stoked, you'll be reborn with more courage than you ever could have imagined. All this time, I was wrapped in the phoenix's embrace. Yes, if there's a chance I might be reborn anew, then the path ahead of me is clear. I'm heading back to the beach, this time without a mask. Something on your mind? Did I lay it on too thick? When you get my age, you can't help but light fires under those that need it. I kind of feel that too. I'm a little blunt with people sometimes. And that lad needed it something fierce. So I lit a raging bonfire under his arse. Just had to work with the embers that were already there. That burning desire of his to help the downtrodden. Because you generally hate seeing people make a lot of the same mistakes that you made earlier in life. So usually it comes out of a place of like, hey, don't do this. It's not worth it. Be better. You know. Ye gad, somebody help. So this bastard shark makes an appearance again. He was from one of the prior events too. And he is like actually a common mob, depending on where you look. What's wrong with me? Not so fast, Rickubus. If something jumps to his rescue again, that fire I just lit will be snuffed out. We need to think of a way to help him that doesn't involve doing all the heavy lifting. Rise from the ashes of defeat and be reborn. The most cheesiest appropriate line. He's right, you're our sunshine savior, so save us! Give that beast what for. They really have faith in me? Me? Alright. I can't let them down. I must uphold the reputation of the Sunshine Savior. Really nice effect on this cutscene. Yeah! Give him the red hot kick. When someone goes to try and stop the 8 stream, God, why did no one stop me? Why is that a stream that I did? My cringe ass. Hey, people did show up for a Final Fantasy stream after that, so I guess I didn't, like, drive everyone away from my fucking stupid shenanigans. Are you okay? That was so frightening, but so exciting at the same time. I'm gonna write about you in my diary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chloe's safe, and it's all because of you. But I was only... Never mind that. You're most welcome, of course. I'm not sure what to call what just happened, but the word miracles comes to mind. Did I truly vanquish that bloodthirsty brute of a shark? That you did, and without a single scratch on our guest. You showed them what the Sunshine Savior stands for, and gave them a display that they won't soon forget. On your own, too. But even a savior isn't invincible, eh? Go with Beautiful and get yourself checked. Wouldn't want you to be done in by a few scrapes. Rickubus and I will be keeping an eye on things here in the case any other seaborne predators decide to try their luck. Here we kind of have like a... It's almost a Luffy. Not quite a Luffy, but almost a Luffy. Let me go get my outfit, and then I think I'm gonna go create a glamour with it. And I'll come back to this area, and we'll hang out just a bit. Then I'll go do some other activities. Ah, you've returned. Thanks to you two, talk of the Adventurers Guild is on the lips and of all in Costa del Sol. As far as I'm concerned, we can consider the Sunshine Savior a rousing success and a boon for the guild. Lionel here deserves a standing ovation for the bravery he displayed. Taking down a fiend like that and keeping the younglings safe is a feat very few can boast of. As my vision dimmed, I heard Rickubus call out to me. It was his words that delivered me from the brink and allowed me to go further still. They might call me the Sunshine Savior, but you're the hero of the day. You've given me the courage to go on alone, and for that, there is no way I can repay you. You said the 8-8 stream was funny. I guess, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I am like, am I funny? Am I entertaining? I don't quite know. Like, I feel pretty boring a lot of the times, and a little too like, my humor, if I have any humor, is probably very dry or obnoxious, either or. Which that kind of seems like an oxymoron. Obnoxious, dry humor. Like, you can only have one or the other. You can't have both at the same time, I feel. I don't know, I'm dumb. Indeed, our savior had a savior of his own, a fact that we're all grateful for. I'm of a mind to make you an honorary Sunshine Savior. Suit and all, wear it well, and don't ask me how many more of these I have stashed away. Now go on, forget your worries, and take in your fill of the festivities, for the Moonfire Faire is safe as long as Lionel stands as its guardian. I shall remain vigilant for any signs of trouble, and if aught appears to threaten the peace, I'll be there to stop it. And here we go, Phoenix Riser helmet and Phoenix Riser suit. Unfortunately, it's not a full set of gear. It's kind of like a costume that overwrites each and every part, so we can't wear the gloves and like the shoes separately. Unfortunate for anyone that actually likes it. But because of that, they can actually they could like make the details of the suit extra nice and form-fitting. They don't have to like piece it together, I guess. Alright, here we go. Here's the dance squad from the event that like you get this this little outfit from. Well, part of this outfit. This is actually like how the full outfit looks. I'm only wearing the pants. I substituted out the shoes and like the top and the hat, obviously. The hat's really cute if you like straw hats and all that. So I'm gonna quickly go and put these in a chest and make my glam. I have everything I need. I'll be right back. That must have been an accidental invite. Or else someone is peeping in on the stream and they want a little bit of that streamer clout. Not that I have any clout to give. I have the chat hidden, so. Also, a lot of people just don't realize that they could just do that. I mean, you see what server I'm playing on anyways, but who gives a shit? What is it? This is like my little ship post replaceable tab. Right here, so. Where does the outfit go? Am I missing? Did I put in the... Wait. Are we not actually able to use this in the glamour dresser? I'm not seeing it pop up in the tab here. Am I missing it? Phoenix Riser. Guess maybe we're not allowed to do it that way, or maybe that's a bug? Did I put it in the chest? Uh-oh. I didn't convert it into a glam, did I? I think I did. Whoops. Restore item. Just a reminder, you don't have to do things that way. You could do it this way, where any event items, and it should be the store items too, but like the store items are like iffy. They want you to put it in the glamour dresser. This whole system's fucked, and I wish they'd like revisit it and like improve upon it. Okay, so here we go. Edit glamour plates. Now it should like be in the actual right place. It should be in the armoire. There we go. There we go. I usually save this slot for like when I need to. Hell yeah. I save that slot for like when I need something for the gold saucer fashion report of the week, and just put whatever in there. Back to Costa del Sol. Yeah, I could do a ranger group pose. I'm not a very good photographer in this game. I don't mess around with G-pose too much. What would be a good mount? Let's do Ginga. Let me check out the little NPCs around here if I could find them. You're probably working out your outfit right now, huh? Where are those Loperits? Oh, here she is. Here she is. No one else saw that. No one else. I'm so full of desserts and so cold. Fated lovers. So far apart and yet so close. Come here, Floridian horse. It's just players. Where... There is a little bit of a pop-in with this game, which is annoying. I wish they could improve upon that and like make more things like appear on the screen. Oh, here are the Loperits. I hear that a master of making confectionaries has to make pudding, the best pudding in the realm. Everyone here is having so much fun. If only the moon had something like this. Gangplank galleon. They're in love. There's the Fisher Guild leader fishing on the beach. Hey, I didn't see him. Where's the guild fisher? Little continuity things like that, and just like little major like class quest givers and the whole likes is just all right here. Oh, the little shark buddy too. The sea's calling to you, ain't she? He was from a previous year's event, I believe. The little cute shark pet that we get. Alpha should be where Alpha is, so... You can't cheese it. There's a wall that stops you from flying at the very top of the tower, in case you're curious. Okay, here he is. Here's Alpha and Omega. Quay. I'm so tempted to buy that like motorbike of like Alpha in the little passenger seat, because I really love Alpha. I love the classic PSX mascot Chocobo look that he had. Like he's just a homage to like that entire time where like Squaresoft just had a bunch of Chocobo spin-off games, and it was like always this cute chibified form. I want to play a lot of those streams one day. I want to play a lot of those games on stream one day. I think the one I'm most likely to stream the soonest is Chocobo Racing, which is a game that I rented a long time ago. And that game had a lot of heart and soul put into it that modern Square Enix just is not fucking capable of doing anymore. But they fucking threw Chocobo under a goddamn bus with that fucking modern Chocobo racing game so hard. And then they rectified the issue, but it's a little too late, too sorry kind of deal. They're not gonna fucking earn back anyone's forgiveness. Even if like they're selling you a full game now and they removed all the fucking microtransaction shit. Basically making sure I'm never gonna get sponsored by Square Enix ever by talking so much shit. Oh well. I still love this game, but I'm not gonna be a Final Fantasy 14 YouTuber or whatever. I'm not gonna get free boxes in the mail with like cute little keychains and merchandise and such. Should we meet at the fireworks stage for our pose? Yes, yes, yes. Too bad. Well, actually, here. Stand at either sides of this guy, and where are the poses from the... like this one. Actually, okay. Wait. Then if Olka has the center, if you have the center pose, you don't. Oh well. Do something goofy like this. It's when you take your kids to Disneyland. Trying to... There we go. Let me zoom out just a bit. Say, uh-oh, forgetting my inputs. Shit, didn't mean to do that. Whatever. There we go. Camera position, scoot in just a bit. Oh hey, he's finally awake. Sorry for hijacking and bringing you along. Okay, I need to freeze everyone's poses. There we go. I gotta wait for a good time to do this. I don't have a proper screenshot folder because like I have to like just copy paste it. So I'm gonna like post a little screenshot in the Discord. Hopefully it looks good. I'll grab another one just in case. Now this is epic. Okay, we hijacked that little pose. So there we go. The ranger poses were from one of the very first summer events, I think. But like, they're cheap enough to like go back on like the Mog Station and like buy the full set of them. You get like a ton of emotes, and then like you get the left and the right poses too. So it's like 6 or whatever. They go on sale all the time. They're very popular and all that. The gathering of the potatoes. Let's see. Nah, I don't feel like posing. So it makes sense Colchis would be black because of the Spriggans. I just like turquoise because turquoise. The mixture of green and blue together to create a sea green kind of ocean blue. Geek. I don't know if I could solo this boss, but here. I think us three can do it. How do I view your You need to do the I gotta show off that we'll do it unrestricted, unsynced, and all that. Burden of the sun. We're gonna do one of the Alexander raids. I don't know Oka Polka, so like if they have like a level, like a high level, or like they have it unlocked, I don't know if they have it. Level 17 Blue Mage isn't gonna quite work out for this. I figured it'd probably just be best for us to like do this instead of waiting in a queue. Oh, that's Pokey. Right. I don't think I added Pokey yet on this. Okay, sorry, Pokey. You're always like, yeah. Your names are like always so Lalafell. Like you just, I always forget. So let me send friend request. I have to leave you out of this, unfortunately. Me and Cole will go get our ass whooped by the burden of the sun. Wait. Where is it real quick? No. Character configuration. Where is the... There. I wanna get the cutscenes to play for you guys here. Wait, I don't think this is the right fight, is it? Which one was Brute Justice again? No, 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 this is it. This is it. Why am I stupid? I'm always so forgetful. I have a hard time remembering who is who in this game a lot of the time. Alright, let's see if the two of us could do this. I'm pretty sure both of us can do this. The fight isn't normally supposed to be this easy. The Vortexer. I'll get this one. It's more my color. It is a fun fight to also do synced. I wonder what the likelihood of getting a party of people also dressed in the outfit would be. It's pretty late though, so I expect like the queues to actually kind of be dead. Just go into survival mode. Not gonna DPS them down. At least too hard. Appreciate the song, like, if you ever want to like get anyone in the Final Fantasy XIV out of context, just so I'm like, yeah, this is what the game has to offer. We got like we got a Voltron boss. We got giant robots. The Alexander Raid series is a really cool one. A lot of really good music. Very, very memorable. You take a lot of like the more modern raids, and like you don't really see a whole lot of people mention them, but like everyone like always remembers the Alexander raids. You're like gonna play the game and like skip out on side content, which I don't advise doing. At least do Alexander. It's really good. It was the Heaven's Ward raid series. Give you an arrow. What are the chances of me dying if I go G-pose? Blasted right out of G-pose. He's like, fuck you. Alright, we got this phase now. Tanks usually gotta bust these mines. Aw, Colchis, rest in peace. Are you only wearing, like, you're probably, like, not even wearing your armor, are you? Alright, I'll finish the job. I was tempted to see if I could actually solo this as a blue mage, but not sure. Maybe I could. Double rocket punch. Didn't want to overwrite my main glam. I see. Because I'm like, why are you so dead and why am I so alive? A lot of cool, fun robot bosses. Don't you dare go through that exit. God fucking damn it. I get all this junk in my inventory now. Do we even still need this junk, or can we could just straight up buy that gear, I thought, with like normal poetics. The inventory like filler. Oh well, I'll just stash it away in a retainer. Doesn't hurt to have all that stuff on hand. Where'd Pokey go? Oh, there he is. He's just fishing. Yeah, this has been the summer event. It's you got some optional shit to do if you want the bragging rights to like climb the stupid tower. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking give a shit. Give me the item. I'm your typical. I need some bait in front of my face in order to want to do anything. You have to like give me an item or a title, and then I'll do it. But if you don't give me any of that, I don't give a shit. And if it's hardcore stuff, like I don't really give a shit about that either. I got all that raiding stuff out of me very early on in my life with World of Warcraft. I don't desire to do statics and do endgame content that only 1% of the player base is able to do. I don't care. I just want to have fun. I want to relax. I want to have a comfort MMO. Final Fantasy XIV is basically just that. It's a comfort MMO. It's free to play if anyone wants to check it out. Up to gonna be Stormblood soon, I'm pretty sure. And you don't have to get into it if you don't want to get into it. But if you got spare time, you want to try something new, do give Final Fantasy XIV a chance, maybe. I'm always like willing to help people out if they need it. Like when they're starting out in MMOs. Though I don't think we could I don't think you could trade with trial accounts. You can't do it while he's fishing. Having fun with the MMO, is that even possible? Sometimes it is. Unable to trade. Nah, since you're on a trial account, Pokey, he can't. So, that does help. That does, you can still party, I think, but that means no free gibs. Can't give you any free money, can't give you any minions, can't buy you nice glamours or whatever. You know. Ah, well. Such is life as a free trial account. You do have your limitations. Anyways, want to do a variant dungeon run? Are you down for that, Cole? Just do like whatever random shit that gets thrown our way. Alright, so first let me portraits. Edit. Save. Because I didn't synchronize current set. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now my portrait's fixed. I'm gonna be running this as a Power Ranger. Oh well, I could fish. That's all that matters. Yeah. Yeah, Mechanic Cat. If you still wanna, you should, I guess, maybe try it out. Like I said, just don't let it consume your life. Enjoy the game at your own pace, like you told me you wanted to. Just Final Final Fantasy is a very nice slow burn MMO if you just like want something to do and if you like side stories and reading and stuff. Variant dungeons are a new type of content that you can do. Oh wait, actually, can we even do this, Cole? Because I'm not... I forgot to like maybe select the option to like give us 2 random people. Should we back out? Can you queue with 2 people? Yeah, back out, back out. As you can see, I'm very not good. I'm not good at like doing stuff that like actually require. I'm so used to like doing stuff on my own. Oh, we could do it. Oh, I'm just gonna get 2 randoms in here. I just like the extra security because like there's no guarantee that I'm gonna live through all the mechanics. Because even like I'm not the best at like some of these fights in here were a little bit tricky. Sorry for the fake out there. We already have 3 out of 4 people. The content's still fresh, so a lot of people are still queuing up for it because they want the Bura Bura Chochin, which is the lantern yokai mount, and that's how you get it from this content. The way a variant dungeon works is there are 3 paths, and then those paths can splinter off in many different ways too. And basically, each path is depending on what you do, it affects the final boss in the end. It changes their mechanics up. It can also change the path of the route that you take. It's an interesting little concept, and it's kind of like its own little puzzle maze in a way. So you have to like figure out what conditions lock you into what kind of endings. So it's a little bit of solving a puzzle, as well as doing a dungeon. And once you get all 12 endings to the dungeon, you usually get like a cumulative reward, which is in form of a mount. What is the... forget where it is. Yeah, the Silky was the previous variant dungeon reward. Which is just this cute rat. Familiar that was just its entire gimmick was to keep the place clean, but I think it got infected by a parasite and went mad. A giant rat. I never did that dungeon on the stream. But you're not really missing out on much. It's each variant dungeon, it has let's see. About 5 bosses. It has like its mid boss, which is generally always the same, but depending on what route you take, it does have different mechanics. And then you have 3 normal bosses, all that have different mechanics too, depending on like what route and what you do on the route to influence it. And then you have the secret boss, which is a you have to do some really cryptic shit within the run to even get that boss to show up. So you gotta know exactly what to do. But I'm no leader, and we're gonna have 2 randoms, so we're just gonna like we're gonna see where this variant dungeon run is gonna take us as soon as it's ready. Until then, I'm gonna run the bomb course. Easier than the jump course. Up. Yeah, the polar bear. The only thing better than making desserts is watching people tumble into the sea. These younglings are rooting for your success. And I got that route where I could go up there. Let's see, I'll go the bomb route this time. curious to see, like, there actually is going to be the Fall Guys collab coming up in next patch at some point, the bridge between like this and the next expansion. That's going to be a funny, goofy crossover. I'm curious if it's like gonna play well or not, because this was a game made during the PS3 era, so there are some limitations with the engine. But yeah, these NPCs right here are from a previous seasonal event as well. It's like everyone kind of just makes a comeback and return. If you know who they are, you know who they are. If you don't, then you kind of miss out on it. I am not good at this. So see, he's hanging from the last. Oh, here we go. He was one of the NPCs we talked to in the quest, and he was the one featured last year, where his entire thing is he wants to run the course, but he's not good enough, and he keeps failing, and like he gives up, and it's like, you can do it, keep going, keep going, keep going. Anyways, skip cutscene because we already seen this. I'll let you take care of any of the talking, Cole, because I have my chat hidden, so whatever route they want to take, let them take it. I am curious to see like what kind of rewards they're going to offer us for the Fall Guys. Probably some minions, probably an outfit. So it's majority rule. If you wait for a while, NPC chooses. Oh, did I still have party chat? Okay. Alright. It doesn't matter. Personally, I like this, the middle one. Alright. Majority has voted. We're going middle path. If you want the secret boss, you have to go this path too. So this entire dungeon is basically very yokai heavy. It feels like something that should have came out during Stormblood, but we're getting it in this expansion. But it is nice that, like, we're returning the areas, and they're kind of like... It's kind of like more of a fresh breath of air from, like, what we're currently dealing with. Because you get so used to, like, a certain theme for an expansion for so long. And, like, if this did come out in Stormblood, it would be like, oh, just, more of the same. And during Endwalker, you know, Endwalker has a completely different vibe, so they did choose a good time to release this, honestly, even though it feels like it should be Stormblood content. Always kind of like remixing things and like providing a more diverse setup of scenes and stuff is a good way of doing things. I'm just like fucking talking like an idiot. I'm sorry. I don't fucking know. I don't know shit about game design. I'm not a game designer. Imagine a stupid Fall Guys outfit. I mean, that has to be one of the rewards. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna like, oh god. Kinda tempted to ask if they want to do the secret boss. I'm letting my songs fall off, but I'm in casual mode. So I think for the secret boss, do you pull the rope or do you ignore the rope? I think you ignore the rope. Do you remember, Colchis? I don't. You did this more recently than I did. Okay, here we go. Here's the mini boss. He has a cute little gimmick with ninja dogs. I don't know if she'll use that mechanic because I think she uses it if we ring the doorbell. So the tatami's it's not safe to stand there. Now, she shows up on each of the paths, but all her mechanics differ depending on like if it's the left or the right or the middle path. Her main gimmick in this main path is like summoning her little ninja dogs. Okay, this is Seal Virtuous Bloom. I think we stay in actually, yeah. I'm sorry for my awful gameplay, by the way. This is like why I don't do endgame content. I'm not the best player in the world. I miss out on my rotations pretty hard. You see, I could be damaging the boss right there, but I'm like focused on moving because I'm dumb. This is the safe zone up here. He starts mixing her mechanics. So fire is stay out, and then water is... Something also nice about the variant dungeons is you don't need the traditional party makeup of healer, tank, DPS. You could just kind of like do whatever. Far Eastern Brazier. Oh, it's the first time I got that piece of furniture. It's probably cheap on the market board because no one wants it. You get these, you get Cure, you get Raise, so anyone could basically kind of take up any role, even if they're not a tank or a healer. It's a little form of fun casual content with adds a lot more variety to a typical like run and done kind of dungeon. I've never done the hard modes of these yet, which have entirely different rewards and like even crazier mechanics. This is like more of like everyone's just kind of, you want to do a little casual run, make some progress towards getting all the endings, that kind of stuff. The story of the paper tiger. They had a New Year's event that was like, I think specifically about this too, and they brought it back here for this dungeon as like a little mob. So normal path would be to the right, but if you want to do the secret boss, a part of it is doing this little hidden little jump puzzle back here and climbing up the wall. Then up here is a rope to pull, and it opens up a little hidden pathway down there. And then when they decide to spawn, there we go. These guys spawn. So we have to pull them down here. Oh, good, they marked it, they marked it. So you have to be very careful with this. You have to pull one as close as possible. You have to mark it for death. Okay, it's close enough. And then single target DPS one of them down. Everyone here has been experienced in doing this, I'm guessing. And then they do this little AoE that will blast fire, and they end up lighting up the lamp. But you can't really see it because we have the marker over it. I'm a little nervous with like how far away it is from the lamp, so I'm not DPSing. I guess we're gonna hope for results here. It'd be a shame if I didn't get to show you guys the secret boss. Okay, it was just in range. It's just in range. Hug the wall just a little bit more. Come on, come on. I'm trying to like signal like, hey, can you hug the wall kind of to get it to come a little bit closer. I guess they're not gonna... Oh well, let's hope for results. Okay, yeah, that was close enough. It's kind of like... There we go. Across the hall flares an eerie light. Curious, this lantern shines differently than the rest. The Mononoke's influence, perhaps? No, some other mechanism. What if I... So, this creates an entirely secret path. So now we interact with the lantern, and we get sent to this, hidden boss room. Everything is all smoky and hazy. It should, be a beautiful, beautiful setting is all dreary. So we're here to retrieve cursed items that are summoning demons. Tsukumogami. Nenra, I think is how you pronounce that. A smoke-based demon from that cursed pipe. He's got some cool mechanics. Out of smoke. I believe we have to follow his trail. This is where he'll come, and then he'll do a giant arena-wide attack. If we basically have to suss out like where he's actually gonna do his giant arena-wide attack and get behind him. Okay, you actually don't need to follow. Like, the first time I did this and, like, no one knew any of the mechanic, we were just, like, actually running through the smoke trails to see, like, where he would appear. I thought it was, like, activated in proximity to your character, but apparently it's not. So he splits in half and creates a clone of himself, which also the Monkey King does in the Swallow's Compass dungeon, where you actually do fight the Monkey King. I always love dancing through these circle AoEs. Okay, and then one of the paths is real and then one of them is fake. I'm not sure. I think right here. Oh, thank you, Mechanic Cat. Oh, I almost got hit. I'm kind of stretching my back and trying to fix my posture a bit. Does a giant knockback. And if you touch this thing on the side of the arena, I think that's basically an instant kill, so you don't want to touch that. Then he comes back together. Right, now we have smoke piles on the ground that are going to grow. Shit. We all have to spread out and make sure we're not lined up, because he'll do that to each of us. And if we're standing in a line, then all of us are going to take unnecessary damage. We split apart once more. I'll take a drink after the fight. I'm gonna hit everyone with a cure. I'm gonna be kind of a little stand-in healer here. So everyone's got their little heal over time on them. If that's the one where you want to stay out of the middle when he collides. Okay. It's usually rare for everyone to agree to want to do the secret boss, so I'm glad I was able to like showcase this on stream. I wonder how hard he is on like the extra mode. Like the Savage. He's probably like a very scary fight on the Savage mode. They all have like additional mechanics that are way more complex than the more casual version. And what's interesting about the Savage mode is if you wipe to a boss, you have to do the entire dungeon all over again. It just fails you. It's a you gotta like get it perfect basically kind of run. If we wiped here, we'd just be able to come back and not have to worry about it, I'm pretty sure. It's usually not normal to like wipe on the casual mode anyway. Get both of my dots on it. Me streaming this definitely doesn't help with the rotation, because I get nervous between like having to play the game and also like look over at chat and like it's talking with you guys. But things are pretty quiet right. Ah shit, I fucking died. I was like, who did that? Pokey. Slimed. Okay, well I'll take that drink now. Ah, delicious Dr. Pepper. But yeah. Once you defeat him, the entire area is restored to its former glory. Let's see what I got in my chest. 2 potsherds, who cares? Not the ninja dog yet. A very, very pretty area. And we've retrieved the cursed pipe. Alright, so this has been a pretty short stream. I always have trouble figuring out how long are these gonna see. I already watched the first jump. I fucking suck at this. I can never get up there. I'm not even gonna fucking try. There you are, Pokey. Anyways, yeah. I think that'll be it for Final Fantasy XIV. I showcased the event. I showcased the Brute Justice fight, which felt appropriate given the outfit and the song and all that, which I had in the starting soon screen. And I did a run and got to show you guys the secret final boss and how to get it for the variant dungeon. So here we go. Let's hop back to the regular beach scene. If this was your first time attending my stream, I'm sorry. It's usually not this boring. As I always say, Final Fantasy XIV is my bad game of choice. Which, it's not a bad, don't, I'm not saying, oh, it's a shit game, it's not really like a fun game to watch someone else play. It's funner to play it yourself and experience the story yourself. When I do these streams, it's basically entirely for selfish reasons. I want to record the events, I want to archive the events, I want to showcase some of the content, I want to show you what the game has to offer. If you want to play the game, that's entirely up to you. It's kind of like a little breadcrumb. Do you choose to partake of the breadcrumb and try to experience Final Fantasy XIV for yourself? Or does it not look that interesting to you and like you could pass? Like, you know, that kind of thing. It's like just like a nice little sample of what the game has to offer. Some of the recent content, some of the past content, and just, you know, the charming little seasonal events that they do and the rewards that they give. It's kind of a lot to wrap your head around when you're first starting this game. A whole lot will not really make sense. It takes a little bit of muscle memory and for like things to kind of click and for you to understand menus, because one of the faults of Final Fantasy XIV is it does hit you with a lot of stuff right out the gate, and it really does overwhelm you. But I promise, like, once you get into it a little more, you kind of begin to understand, and you know not everything it's throwing at you is entirely too important. Not there's like a specific there's like a specific way to like just kind of like play that you kind of just pick up as you go. It's tracking, what are you doing, tracking? Sorry, VTube Studio is like breaking. The music was too hype. The music was way too hype. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Why did I... There we go. Anyways, what was I saying? There's a specific way to play it, yeah. You don't get a whole lot of class variety, but hey, you could be every single class on a single character, so... If you don't like one class and how it's playing, you could always swap to another one and level that up again. Though I do suggest, if you need a beginner-friendly class, Archer was where I started out with, and I ended up liking Bard enough for it to always be my main. I may not play it like I'm a Bard main, but like I said, I'm streaming this, so I'm a little bit nervous, and I'm like, the performance anxiety gets to me a little, and I forget things, and there's a lot more going on, so I can't as intently focus on what I'm doing. Summoner is easy too, yeah, and you get like a spellcaster class, and at the same time, you level a healer. And Scholar, which is also the counterpart to Summoner, is one of the easier healers to play as well, because you have a little fairy that kind of automatically heals everything for you. You still have to do the bulk of healing yourself, but the fairy is like the little extra insurance to kind of like help you out, just in case you're like a little too overwhelmed by everything going on. Warrior is also a good tank to start out with. Tank anxiety is also a thing that people have in MMOs, but honestly, it's pretty easy in Final Fantasy XIV. When you're playing this game, you have to like think of it like a song and dance. Every boss has mechanics that you gotta adhere to. I said this a while ago, but it's like playing Toho in a way. Where, yeah, the bosses all kind of like have a set pattern and all that. It's memorizing their patterns and doing it correctly and their mechanics. And if you don't want to do that, then like, yeah, all the bosses could feel a little samey sometimes due to that, but like, so can Toho fights. Toho fights are essentially all just fancy fireworks shows and like stepping around mechanics and doing interesting things to dodge and all that, and seeing how you could graze along the line of where all the AoEs are and like stand in safe places and not get anyone else hit in case you're targeted by an AoE. There's a lot to learn. It's overwhelming. Just trust me when I say it gets easier later on. It's a fun game. The free trial is very generous with what they're giving you. The player base, as I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream, they're kind of not always 100% there. I still can't believe that happened. The fucking the furry who made a 10-page comic about going to Final Fantasy Fan Fest and spreading COVID around and all that. What a crazy event. I know there was that billboard thing a while ago where they advertised a roleplay event in a real-world billboard, and the entire Final Fantasy community lost their shit. They dogpiled on these people hard and made fun of them because I think what they were technically doing was illegal. And yeah, basically, moral of the story is just the game has a very passionate fan base, but it also has a lot of psychos in it. So be wary of the psychos playing this game. I promise I'm not a psycho. I'm just well, I guess to be a VTuber you have to be a little bit of a psycho, but I'm one of the nicer players in Final Fantasy XIV, I like to think. Shit is whack. Anyways. The kind of people that you play this game with can either make or break the experience. So if you have a really bad first impression with the people that you get in a dungeon, just try and brush it off. It happens to all of us. Sometimes we're not on our, sometimes we're not having our best day. Sometimes someone could be very angry because they're just, you know, they've lost control of their life and they're just taking it out on people in the game. This is an MMO problem that goes beyond just Final Fantasy XIV. People are people. MMOs are social games. Luckily for Final Fantasy XIV, you can do a lot of stuff solo nowadays. You don't necessarily need a party. They have a trust system in which like NPCs in the story will go through the dungeon with you instead, and they're AI controlled. They're not actual people. So, you know, it's a little bit more easier on tanks and healers, learning the ropes to run the first few dungeons and all that with the AI trust partners. And then, like, once you kind of get a bearing on how to play your class, maybe you can upgrade to actual real players if you want. Or maybe you're just happy playing with AI. Me, personally, I always like playing with real people. Because the AI just doesn't really do it for me. It's just kind of like I always trust the expertise of a living, real player. And I would say a lot of people who play Final Fantasy XIV are generally very good at knowing their mechanics and just overall better MMO players than maybe even people that play World of Warcraft, because like World of Warcraft has always had like very shitty boss battles and mechanics for many years. And I don't think it's been until recently where they started doing more interesting stuff to kind of, you know, copy Final Fantasy XIV, because they realized a lot of people were jumping ship from World of Warcraft to go play Final Fantasy XIV for a while. But in this this giant content farm machine of a streaming platform, that didn't last long. All the big streamers forgot about Final Fantasy XIV and they fucked off. But hey, I get my comfy little game back. I don't have to deal with giant streamers invading servers anymore. I'll never be a giant streamer. No one is going to recognize me for the most part in the streets and be like, oh my god, that's that streamer. Let's give him everything. Let's make sure he doesn't earn anything in the game. Here's 50 million gil. And like shit like that. Like, no. I pretty much earn everything that I earn in this game myself. It's all just like my little side thing that I do. And then when I'm not playing it, I'm working on stream assets, playing some other games on the side. preparing streams, doing all that. It's like a nice little idle activity on the side, like when I have other stuff that I need to be doing. So if you ever, like, you know, if you're on Discord and you see, oh, Rick's playing Final Fantasy 14 again, like, I'm probably playing it, but I'm also probably AFK, and I'm probably just actually doing other stuff too. I don't know. Like, MMOs are nice because, like, sometimes, like, when you don't want to do something, but you want to be around other people or hang out in a living environment, an MMO is there where you could just, you know, go sit down under a tree or keep an eye on something that, like, you're farming, or, like, you know, be near the market boards and check stuff out. Yeah, we should run more content in the future. I don't know when the next event's gonna be. I think it's the anniversary event, and I think that happens in September. Those typically aren't very long events, though. I don't think we'll have the final patch before then, too, so there might not be any new content to really show off. We'll see, we'll see. I don't like streaming Final Fantasy 14 when there's not an event going on. Like, I like to make these little Final Fantasy streams, like, far and few in between, because, you know, when I first started streaming, I tried to stream, like, a MSQ patch, and, like, those first few streams were just very miserable. Final Fantasy, like, no one wanted to watch Final Fantasy 14. People who don't play it aren't interested, and the people who do play it don't want to get spoiled, so they're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna show up and watch, so why bother streaming it? So, big story patches, those are done on my time. My little private play session of the game, basically. AFK, yeah, right. Yeah, fucking. I used to do this all the time in World of Warcraft Mechanic Cat. Like, there were rare mobs that would spawn, and they would drop mounts and stuff. I got the Time Lost Proto Drake just by, like, opening up a canvas and drawing and just, like, waiting near where it would spawn. And then one day I hear flapping and I tab back into the game and I'm like, oh my god, there it is! And I went and killed it, and I got, like, one of the rarest mounts in the game that, like, everyone is always farming and it's nearly impossible to get. But now that's, you know, it's in the past. I don't play World of Warcraft anymore, but for the time it was cool that I managed to get something so sought after and so rare. And, you know, then you also just kind of learn that, like, no one else cares. It's just an MMO. It's just basically... MMOs are basically just, like, self-masturbation at the end of the day. to put it bluntly and, like, in a very crude way. It's more about self-improvement, collecting something, occupying your time with something that makes you happy. And Final Fantasy XIV, it do make me happy. And I don't want to do anything with the game that is going to, like, kind of change that dynamic. So whenever I see, like, these endgame raiders and they're progressing, like, the super endgame fights, and they're getting frustrated and they're ripping their hair out and they're, like, destroying their friend groups because they're just, like, arguing with each other and, like, getting pissed off that one person wiped the entire raid. You know, that's... I don't want that to be what this game becomes for me. I just want to casually enjoy it and, you know, showcase it for you guys on the stream and everything when I can. And yeah, like, the game has a lot more to offer than just a sweaty try-hard experience. If you're looking for stories, if you're looking for casual content, if you're looking to collect mounts, minions, music, the game has so much good music in it. I highly recommend checking it out if you want. Hit me up for a recruitment code or whatever if you're interested, and I'll supply one for you. Just, you know, I gotta have that disclaimer of, if you do get into an MMO, be careful, moderation, etc. Don't become addicted. Don't turn into a poop soccer. Don't become an endgame raider. I'm sorry, Cole. I know you're more, you're actually a good player. You cleared the Epic of Alexander and all that, and you, like, to even get up there, you, like, also had to, like, do the other endgame super ultimate challenges, and I just don't have the time or patience to do that kind of stuff. I'm a casual endgame raider. Okay, well, there you go. Even then, maybe some of the endgame content can be for casuals too. I don't know. It depends on how hard you want to push yourself. But this summer story did resonate a little bit with, you know, performance anxiety, wanting to wear masks, fearing letting other people down, and then letting people down, and then, like, you know, carrying that weight on your shoulder, and then it, like, gets to you. But then you gotta rise from the ashes like the great phoenix and refine your confidence and your ability to do what you need to do again. Anyways, that's about 2 hours and 34 minutes of stream, so I think that's all she wrote about Final Fantasy XIV. So next stream will likely be the new Splatfest for Splatoon 3, which will be money versus fame versus love. I'm on Team Love, so I'll see you guys for that if, like, you want to watch me just play Splatoon for like 4 or 5 hours, just doing matches and matches over and over again. It's a very good stream for turning your brain off and, like, just chatting and shooting the shit. Much like Final Fantasy XIV, it's been that, like, the game that I still want to always stream the special events, even if no one's really interested in watching. And before you say it, Mechanicat, I know you show up every Splatoon and Final Fantasy XIV stream. You're not a nobody. You're one of my biggest supporters and a good friend. So I just get hard on myself because I'm like, I always want my streams to be entertaining, and I want people to have a good reason to watch them. I don't wanna like throw up a stream and then, like, people will be like, oh, well, okay, Rick's streaming. What's he streaming? Oh, okay, it's just whatever. I don't want to watch that, like, because that's gonna be a bad feeling. Like, I don't know. I always want my streams to kind of, like, be worth your time of viewing if you choose to view it, because, like, as I've heard from someone else talking about this shit, there's like millions, like 60 million fucking people streaming on Twitch. Everyone wants to be a fucking VTuber. Everyone wants to be a streamer. They want to quit their job. They want to, like, do streaming for a living. They have all these grandiose dreams, and it's just like, at the end of the day, you're just playing video games on this platform. You have so many different streamers to choose from, so many varying degrees of talent and entertainment, and of all the people that you guys choose to watch, you come to my stream. So, you know, I appreciate it a lot, and I want to respect you guys, and I want to at least give you nice streams to watch or listen to or something. If I'm ever doing streams that I have no passion in, and it sounds like I'm just completely disinterested and don't want to be here, then that's like when I'll know I've lost a love for streaming, I guess. Because, like, I don't want streaming to become a job. I want it to be a fun hobby. I don't want it to become a stressful factor of I have to do this, I have to get 1 million followers, I gotta blah, 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 blah. Try not to think about numbers too much. Just, you know, stream because you want to stream because it's fun. The moment you're not having fun, and the moment you stop having fun with streaming, you got to do everything you can to, like, start having fun with it again. Like, I don't know. I was, like, having a lot of these thoughts earlier about streaming in general, and, like, how other people view it versus how I view it. And like I said, my growth is, like, it's steady and it's slow, but I could be proud of it at least. I work hard for my streams. I don't have the most bombastic personality. I don't have the world's best voice or reading ability, because, you know, I'm, like, fucking Porky Pigging up this, the fucking, reading all this shit in Final Fantasy XIV. Nervous stuttering. A generally awkward person. But yeah, like I said, I'm always hard on myself. So I'm in my own way, I'm, like, trying to always, with streaming, become a little bit more sociable. Work on my confidence, because my confidence hasn't always been the best. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching tonight. Hello, Reptile Hand. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you've been lurking the entire time. Unfortunately, it's the end, so I'm just talking about whatever comes to my mind. A little chatting hangout. But I think I've lost all my ability to talk about things randomly, I guess. I got what I wanted to say out of the way. Yeah. Glad to see glad to see you come into the stream, regardless. Even if it's the end. Thank you for stopping by. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? Any thoughts that have been invading my mind lately? No. I know these little pauses in between thoughts are, a professional VTuber wouldn't do that! I'm not a professional VTuber, I'm just a normal guy. A normal incubus. We got to visit the beach today, at least for this episode. No rainy, comfortable house. Just a beautiful sunset beach. Anyways. I'm gonna be sad when this background goes away, but hey, it'll be almost Halloween seasonal come upon us. I don't know, once August ends, should I just bust out the Halloween decorations early for September, or should I wait for October? Should I have 2 months of horror games, or should I have 1 month of horror games? But then I remembered a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC is coming out like mid-September or something, so that's probably gonna like be a couple streams. So we're gonna be revisiting Pokemon Scarlet again. So maybe I'll bust out the old team if I can find them in my boxes. Or else you'll see my entirely new team that I've built up since, out of like casually playing the game off stream. We'll see. So yeah, up next will be Splatoon. Then Mr. Mosquito 2, and I'm still thinking of some other games that I could play. Possibilities? Appropriate music just popped up. Bowser's Fury. I know, like, before I started streaming and I was playing this game, I'm like, man, I want to stream this one day. This is a really great little fun experience and a perfect game for summer. And yet, here we are. 1 year in, and like summer is just about the end, and I haven't played it yet. Anyways, I don't want to make any promises just yet, because we'll see how I am able to work on the drawings fast enough, and preparing the streams and all that, and generally how I feel, because a lot of what I do is just really dependent on if I feel like doing it at all. Sometimes I've been sleeping in pretty hard lately, so the day is pretty much almost over by the time I wake up, it feels. And I'm like, oh shit. Because I've been pulling late-nighters a lot, and I need to kind of correct that, but I've been very productive at night, and the nighttime streaming slot has been pretty nice, not gonna lie. Seems like it works out for most of you who do show up to the stream. And I don't have to compete with primetime streaming, I guess, which is, you know, middle of the day or whatever. Sucks for anyone on the East Coast, but works for me. Everything's quiet and nice outside. It's, well, you don't sleep anyways, Mechanic Cat, so. Sometimes I stay up and watch streamers too late. Yeah, it happens. Like, I used to watch a lot of Vine Sauce. I don't watch him as religiously anymore. I kind of like, when he's playing stuff I'm interested in, and if I'm able to, I'll catch him, but, you know. I'm streaming myself nowadays, so... And, like, I'm branching out. I found a whole, like, the scene of, like, indie streamers, smaller streamers, VTubers. So it's real fun. I like to go around and check out what everyone else is doing and, like, you know, find new talents, find new people that I think are interesting, and, you know, kind of I've branched out on the kind of streamers that I enjoy. So, you know, I still catch Vine Sauce stuff on YouTube a lot, but I'm like, I don't really need to, like, watch his streams as much anymore. But I know he used to, like, stream late into, like, 3 AM, but, like, after recent, well, maybe not recent events. He's kind of like, he's taken a step back and he's like, all right, well, I do have my life. I need to prioritize my life a little bit better. It was unhealthy to be doing streaming full time like this and like let stuff fall to the wayside. So that was a very good life lesson. And I feel like if anyone admires to be a big streamer, they kind of need to take from that too. And like, you know, don't forget your real life. Don't think everything as a big streamer is gonna always go right all the time. Just, you know, take breaks. If streaming games makes you start to hate games and becomes too much of a content farm, take a step back, reevaluate what you like about video games, and play the video games that you want to play, not the video games that please giant crowds of people. So, you know, that's kind of like what I do on this channel. I don't want to play the giant crowd pleasers. I play what makes me happy, and I play what I genuinely think are interesting games, and ones that are underappreciated and that some people looking for maybe newer stuff, maybe retro stuff could have a good time with, you know. But what if I always hated games? I don't know. Then don't play video games. Playing video games is good though. It's like, it's a good way to be discovered by other people who like similar things. Of course, if you play Fortnite or if you play fucking League of Legends or Overwatch, you're just gonna attract that crowd of people, and you're gonna miss out on like a lot of people that are passionate about funnier games. You know, I probably wouldn't know half the people I know streaming now if I never played Mort the Chicken. Fucking, what feels like a lot of my success hinged on fucking Mort the Chicken being discovered and like making all these friends and all that. Like fucking Mort the Chicken, the fucking goofy ass shitpost game. Anyways, yeah, it's not about the numbers. It shouldn't be about the numbers. Sometimes we all pay attention to the numbers and we get a little bit down on ourselves, but sometimes we feel we aren't moving fast enough, or sometimes we're not moving at all. But I don't know. I think quality over quantity. I think that's the most important thing to take out of it. As long as you're doing quality, you can be as slow as you fucking want. As long as you're not in a rush to quit. That's why I feel like a lot of people just, they rush into VTubing, they expect instant success, and then it doesn't quite happen, and then they quit, which is unfortunate. But, you know, life priorities. Do what you enjoy, do what makes you happy. I technically streamed when I was a very young kid, because my younger brother would always watch me play video games. So, you know, I'm just playing a video game and he would come into the room, he'd sit down and just watch me for hours play video games. So that technically counts as streaming to some degree. Would it not? Having someone else watch you play video games and like be interested in said games, and you know, that's always been a good feeling for me. So that's how I always kind of knew streaming was something I wanted to do. It just took me a while to like kind of find my bearings and confidence and start streaming on Twitch and all that. And after being a reclusive fuck for several years and feeling like I'm not really that interesting, or my voice sucks or all that. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting from my friends getting into streaming. Play what you enjoy and go out at your own pace and be humble. That was me with my brother. I refuse to play Kingdom Hearts, only watch, yeah. I don't think I'll ever play Kingdom Hearts on stream. If I do, like, we'll see, but like, it's a game I liked growing up, but it's like one of those games I don't really feel like I want to revisit. But I know it would be a massive crowd pleaser, but like at the same time, I'm kind of like, do I want to appeal to that crowd? I don't know. A bunch of Organization 13 yaoi fangirls will probably start showing up and like ERPing in my chat room. I hear that happens with like Sonic games. If you play Sonic games, the Sonic fans come out of the woodworks and like they start role-playing in your chat rooms and stuff. I will play Sonic games at some point, but I'm like, That's gonna be like moths to a flame. You gotta be very careful about that kind of stuff. It just looked really confusing to me with all the equipment. I would say like Kingdom Hearts is fairly brainless. The biggest choice you make is like at the very beginning with like, do you choose the sword, do you choose the shield, or do you choose the wand? The correct path to do is either choose the wand or the shield. Never choose the sword. And if you're gonna sacrifice anything, sacrifice the sword. So like, always do a wand and shield, or shield and wand. Those are the two best builds or whatever, from what I remember. Please, please, please play Sonic Forces. That's probably a game no one will show up. So like, the Sonic fans will probably be looking for like Sonic Adventure or like the classic Sonic games. But I've never been good at original Sonic games, to be honest. I've always struggled. Like, I always played them as a kid, but like, you know, the limited continue things. I'd get far into the game and then I'd eventually game over and then have to start all the way from the beginning. So I know there's like ways you could like patch the games that like you get infinite continues at whatever stage you're at. But then that's not the original experience. But then to say like Sega's putting out ports of these games now and they're like actively encouraging save stating and like continue systems and all that and making it more accessible. But like, that's like my inner turmoil about streaming it is, do I play a modified version of the game that allows me to continue where I died and like, you know, do I lose cred doing that? But I've never been good at Sonic in the first place. A few things that have been in my head. Whenever something's happening in my life, other people start talking about it. I've been in some streams that attract some weird people because of a number of factors lately. I mean, I think that's called main character syndrome, or like it makes life feel like a simulation sometimes, like where you're thinking about these things, and then suddenly like the entire rest of the world is like, it pops up in some way, or people start talking about it, or people are like interested in it. It's like, it's so weird how things are working. You're like, am I psychic? Am I psychic? Am I crazy? Am I like the sole living person in a simulation? Is nothing real? Is no one real? Schizophrenic rant right there. It's just funny like how this shit works. Like a massive cognitive what would be cognitive singularity? I don't know what it would be. Yeah, it's a really weird feeling, but I have that feeling too. It's really weird. Play Knuckle Chaotix. Yeah. Actually never got to play Knuckles Chaotix. I know it's a game that is very divisive with the fan base, but it like introduced Vector, Charmy, and Vespio. And it's got like some fun looking mechanics with the... Just never got to play. Like, Sega was always a very confusing console for me. I just had a Sega Genesis. I didn't have the disc drive. I didn't have like all the regional differences of the name too. It's like the Mega Drive in Europe, the Genesis in America. Then you had add-on after add-on, and it was just like, when I was a kid, it's like I had a Super Nintendo and a Genesis, and I was just like, I just thought that was that. I never had to add anything to my Super Nintendo to play games, but Sega kept introducing expensive gadget after expensive gadget, and my ass was none the wiser. I just thought, oh, I put video game in console and game will be playable. But no, it wasn't that simple with the Genesis, but I was more of a Nintendo kid growing up, but believe me, I grew up with both Sonic and Mario in my life, so... The game is awful, but the OST is out of this world. Sonic always had really good fucking OSTs. Really good music. But I'll be burned at a stake for saying this. I think Sonic games have aged poorly. Most of them. But that's just a skill issue. They had a really solid ground to stand on. I think if we wanted to change the course of history, Sonic could have been way stronger than he already is if we simply just had a continue system in the games and didn't have like the game over, do everything all over again. I don't know. Mario always like at least had like that save feature to it where you start out where you die. And I think that's like why Mario is also like very appealing towards people in a casual sense. Because like losing progress always sucks, unless you're the kind of person that just doesn't mind short arcadey games. And Sega is definitely that company that used to know arcades very well. Get good. Yeah, I know, I say get good. I make fun of people that like ask for easy mode and like fucking Souls-like games, and it's like get good, and here I am saying like, Sonic would be better with continues, I should modify the games like at least continue. It's like, I don't know. I feel like even Sega, though, is adhering to that with all the remakes and the remasters and re-releases, even though I don't support the most recent one that came out, like, what, Origins? Because it replaces all the Michael Jackson music with shittier versions of songs, and, like, it really botched the OST. So, yeah. I haven't played them in a while, but Sonic Mania was really tough for me. I got to play some of Sonic Mania. I never did get to beat Sonic Mania. My major issue is always like those fucking mini games and getting the Chaos Emeralds. If the Chaos Emeralds weren't tied to like those shitty mini games, then, you know, I would feel cheated not getting the true ending, but like I wouldn't get the true ending even if I played it and beat it regularly. Getting those Chaos Emeralds is just always such a fucking hassle. I've never been good at the mini games, especially Sonic 1. So me getting Super Sonic in a classic Sonic game, nah. So I'm kind of like one of those Sonic fans that, you know, fake fan. I actually prefer Sonic in the 3D world rather than the 2D world, even though I grew up playing 2D Sonic games. It's just, there's something so very comfy and nice about Sonic Adventure 1. And Sonic Adventure 2 to some degree. Sonic Adventure 2 wasn't exactly, like, better than Sonic Adventure 1, in my opinion. But, I mean, Sonic Adventure 1 was so fucking ambitious for what it was at the time. I really enjoyed it. And it still lives rent-free in my head, because, I wanted a Sega Dreamcast so bad, and when I finally got it, I was like, I could play Sonic Adventure. Oh my god, I used to go to the rental store all the time, and they'd have a kiosk of Sonic Adventure, and I would play that first stage, the Emerald Coast, over and over and over again, and my mind would be blown. I'm like, oh man, I wonder what the rest of the game is like. The stage is so cool, the music is so great. Da, 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 da. Then you find out that like that song has like a lyrical version to it, and it hits even harder. Like, man. Fucking, I wanted to stream Sonic Adventure this summer too, but that might not happen. We'll see. I don't know how much I could fit in before summer ends. Maybe I could do it for September. Who knows? Sonic September. Woo! It's always playing these games out of order too is always something that weighs heavily on my mind. Like, should I play classic Sonic before I dive into modern Sonic games? Or should I just do everything out of order? Because, like, I asked myself that question. It's like I just finished Pikmin 4, so it's like, yeah, I didn't get to stream Pikmin 1, 2, and 3 before Pikmin 4 came out, so that's all gonna be out of order now. But, like, that's just, like, autism brain basically being like, everything has to be in order, you have to do this, and you have to do that. You have to play the entire series in order, and then, like, by the time I finished Pikmin 1 through 3, even though, you know, I played them in the past, just for the channel, it's just gonna look weird that they're just out of order. I don't know. Yeah, core memories of video games are really nice. I consider Toomba for summer as well, because I remember, like, I think it was during the summer, a demo disc for the PlayStation Magazine came out that had Toomba on it, and I played the hell out of that demo. And that was during summer too, so, you know, my family was barbecuing. I'd go out in the backyard, eat a hot dog and a hamburger, enjoy the nice summer days on the deck. And, it was, you know, just enjoying the outdoors, and, like, also just, I don't know, I just have that association with Toomba as a summer game because of, just, you know, sitting in my room, I'm like, oh, hey, the barbecue's done, come out, eat your dinner. I'm like, oh boy, and then go out, eat hot dogs, hamburgers, whatever, then go back inside, play more Toomba. Like, man. With me, the timing for the games that I like to play are, they're always all across the board. Sometimes I like to play them when I feel the season is right. I don't want to just whip out whatever game at any time, you know. I have to play Illbleed during Halloweens. I gotta play Blue Stingers during Christmas. I gotta play Mario Sunshine during summer. I gotta play Bowser's Fury during summer. I gotta stream all these seasonal events in video games. Theming is a big important thing in my life. Without theming, then like everything just kind of blends together. I like how holidays and theming can create a concept of time and time passing. So, you know, if anyone is on YouTube ever skimming through my VODs and like checking them out, they'll be like, they'll probably kind of notice the seasons and be able to tell when did this stream kind of take place, and like, oh, this one took place during summer, this one took place during spring, this one took place during Christmas, Halloween, etc. Like, that's why I like to do things the way that I do them. I like to create a mood that is not just hey guys, I'm gonna show up and play a video game and then I'm gonna leave. Like, I don't know. Each stream will be kind of like a look into my life at specific periods of time, if that make any sense. Not to say it's like wrong of anyone to just want to throw up a stream and play whatever game they want, but I'm just talking about my personal autism and how I think about things and how I want to do things. Yeah, it's like a virtual time capsule. I used to be like that, but then I realized that there's no time for that anymore. Besides Yakuza, be meaning to start that. Yeah, Yakuza is another one of those games that I don't think I'm ever gonna play on stream, just because like everyone plays it. It's not something that I'm really personally interested in. Like I've learned enough of that game through osmosis that I'm just kind of like, it could be the best game in the world. I just don't have any interest in playing it, honestly. Everyone memes about it, everyone talks about it. It's one of those crowd pleaser games, and it's just like all the streamers I watch, their fan bases are constantly play Yakuza, play Yakuza, play Yakuza, and it's like, I don't know. It feels like it's a game that you play if you want to like jingle keys in front of a baby's face. They could do that. I'll just play Scrimblow Adventure number 63, and Japanese game no one has heard about that didn't get a translation and no one gives a shit about. You know, that kind of stuff. Even Kingdom Hearts, before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, everyone was going crazy playing it in order, but the amount of time to do that was really constrictive. I said to screw it and just look through the lore instead. Yeah, that's I want to say that's a valid thing to do, honestly. It's with the video games, it's really hard if you aren't gonna emulate stuff to go back and play a lot of the older titles, but Square has been pretty gung-ho about porting it to modern systems. But I mean, that original PS2 build of Kingdom Hearts is pretty much lost forever. But I guess like the remake was kind of a better game all around, maybe? I don't know. I never really played like the modern version remake remaster of it. I'm a very like anti-remake remaster person, if I can help it. Sometimes they're okay. A lot of the times they miss though. But you know, bringing them to PC and then locking them to Epic Game Store really did fucking suck. So, good job, Square. You're making really bad decisions. Why couldn't people just have that shit on Steam instantly? Why do you want people to go to Epic Games? Oh, it's because money. They bought the exclusivity rights to it. Whatever. Fucking Square Enix, fucking bad decision after bad decision after bad fucking decision of a company. Yeah. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for lurking. I think I've said all that I want to say now. I'm kind of like spending this last hour of the stream talking your ears off. I'm just gonna go prepare for the next stream and relax a bit, and maybe, you know, do whatever I feel like doing over the next few hours, and maybe try and get a decent nights of rest. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you, Colchis. Thank you, Mechanic Cat. Thank you, Reptile Hand, Pokey, Ziona, Nano. Who else showed up for the stream? I think that's pretty much. Oh yeah, Dubious. Dubious also showed up. That's as far as I could scroll up in my chat. Thank you to anyone that just, you know, is out there lurking. They just like want to watch. They don't want to participate in chat. That's a thing I know that a lot of people like. Sometimes people don't want to be an active participant. They just kind of want to chill out. They want to listen. They want to watch. They're too shy to talk in chat. You know, that's okay too. You don't always have to. You don't always have to participate. You don't have to always be involved with everything going on. I still appreciate you all the same. Anyways, yeah. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for lurking. And if you're watching the VODs through Twitch or YouTube, thank you very much as well. I appreciate all the support. So until next time, take care of yourselves. I'll see you for Splatfest. And I've already tripped over my own words. I'm like, where am I? Whatever. I'm stupid. I'm still a little bit tired and groggy. Anyways, this is why having the high energy music is also bad for my brain. But hey, it's a nice change from all the constant rain. Anyways, take care. Have a good night. See you next time. And take care. I'm so fucking bad at saying goodbye all the time. Anyways, yeah. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Farewell. Wrong screen. Okay, where are we gonna get on the commercial? What are we gonna get on the commercial? The story starts with a death. Ooh, it's Ghost Trick. Yeah. Really good game. If you ever have the chance, please play it. It's really good. It did get a modern port. The modern port does look like it actually did a really good job. I wouldn't mind a ghost port. I wouldn't mind a Ghost Trick stream, but that'd involve a lot of reading, a lot of voice acting that I am not capable of. It really is a game that maybe it's best enjoyed by yourself. I mean, I played it like way back in like what, 2011 when it came out on the DS. It's one of the best sleeper hits on all the DS that like not a lot of people got into. Because, you know, new IP, but it's by the Phoenix Wright creator, so that's how you know it's good. You can change their fates with your ghostly powers. It's gonna be a great game, you're gonna enjoy it from start to end, and it's probably gonna make you cry. Really unique style, too. I'm sorry for this little impromptu commercial break. Oh, Thombi, no! Here, no, we'll head back to the beach. Hey. I was just about to end the stream and I accidentally went to the BRB screen. God damn it. Welcome Raiders. I guess I'll talk for a little bit longer. Damn it. Let me do a little shout out for you, Thombi. You were doing... Did my shout out not work? The first shout out not work? Big Geo12, thank you for the follow. Did I fuck up the... Is my bot down? There we go. What game were you playing? You were playing Pikmin 4 again. Oh, whoa, how far are you in the game? Did you beat it yet? Yeah, Ghost Trick books. Yeah, I'm playing Final Fantasy. I had the Final Fantasy portion is actually over for now, honestly. But I still have the game open. Here, I'll swap on over real quick. I'm just kind of you know, I've been standing in the same place ever since. I didn't log out or anything. I've just kind of like been hanging out here. Do we still have fireworks in the sky? We've been doing a little summer event. This stream has been very off my regular format, honestly. Fireworks don't seem to be going off right now in the game. Oh well. We got this neat little outfit for the summer event, which is basically like a little tokenkatsu or fucking I'm forgetting the term for it again. You know, if you like Kamen Rider stuff, if you like Power Rangers, it's basically inspired by that. Yeah, I'm a high level. I actually didn't get to show off my blue mage stuff. I did get the umbrella from the most recent patch. So I have this as a weapon now. You have to like do a very annoying challenge and get everything perfect and get the perfect run in order to unlock this umbrella. So that's something I could kind of like gloat about. I'm not in the end game content much at all, but that's something I kind of did. And I always do that for blue mage. Tonku Satsu. Is that correct, or are you just like misleading me, Mechanic Hat? Since we got a raid out, I'll just extend the stream and we'll do a little bit of like just chatting still. Yeah, let me change the category to like just chatting. We're done with Final Fantasy, unfortunately. So sorry if you were expecting Final Fantasy 14. Usually no one like cares if I play Final Fantasy 14, so like I don't really I don't like to advertise these streams too well, and like I hope no one ever really raids when I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 because it's like it's a hard game for a lot of people to get into. And Tonkatsu, yeah, okay. Then check out the Final Fantasy event, I guess. I think you gotta be at least level 30 to like get the outfit, but like you don't have to like actually pay money or anything to play the game up to the point where you can get it. Oh, nice. I need to get into it and lose my free time and life to it. No, you don't. No, you don't. Like I said, Final Fantasy 14 is always like really good at respecting your time. Yeah, I was gonna like raid out into someone. I was about to switch to my stream ending screen. And what ended up happening was I accidentally clicked on my BRB and it was playing a Ghost Trick commercial. And I have friends that are playing Ghost Trick right now, and like they love the game. And I was like, oh no, we gotta watch this, And then you raid it, and then I'm like, oh, I can't stop now. Here we go. Twitch TV following. Let's see who is on. Usually at this hour, it's like only the really big streamers playing. Let's see. I'll send you guys over to Hypesy today. Okay. I love how your character looks. I don't know what it's called, but the person representing you. It's a VTuber. It's a VTuber, and yeah, it's been a very long. It's like I've had this character for a long time. It's like a original character, really. You know, it's the fun of VTubing is you could put on a mask of someone else or something else, and you don't have to quite be yourself, but at the same time, if you want, you can be yourself. Oh hey, look, fireworks. You can see the flying giraffe in the background. Yeah, I use the VTuber. I'm a VTuber. You know, that's my streaming style. I get to have fun with it as an artist. I'm self-made. I made my own model. I rigged my own model. I make all my background assets. I make all my stream assets. It's like I'd say like 95% of it. There's a lot of it that's like, just not stuff I made, obviously. Music I obviously didn't make. Some things that I use, like the starting soon screens, like, yeah, those aren't my footage or anything. Those are just like royalty free to use things, but yeah. It took me, I want to say, a year to rig my model, which that isn't true. That isn't true at all. What took a year was I just kind of like started rigging it. I got to the face, and then I kind of just took a almost a year-long break on rigging it, because like I was just like, life got a little bit busy. I was originally gonna like debut way earlier than I intended, but like I got a little bit distracted in life for a while, so it was I could have been VTubing way before, but whatever. I wanted to have all my stuff ready out the gate. I wanted to have my backgrounds. I wanted to work out my music collection. I wanted to collect all the commercials for my BRB breaks and all that. That's generally something that always if I threw out my stream mic, I didn't want it to just be like, oh hey guys, I'm gonna play a video game and then bye. Like, I don't know, nothing wrong if anyone else wants to do that. Like, I was just like, I gotta figure out, am I gonna lore? No one cares about VTuber lore. It's like, it's fun to have. It's fun to world build. I'm like, I just want to like have backdrops. I wanted to like create consistency between my streams and all that. That's just like a... wait. Oh, I get the break. It's just so time-consuming using Live 2D. Yes, it is. Honestly, I probably could have just finished the model in a week, rig-wise, if I wanted to. It's not the most complex model. There's way more talented people who can do really good rigging. I'm very amateurish at everything I do, but if I can do it, anyone can do it. You just need to sit down and, you know, just experiment with it. You don't have to have the world's most complex model either. You could like always rig something very simple, like a little slime character, or just very simple shapes, and like, it's honestly, it's not that bad. I admire a lot of people that are like self-made VTubers too, because, you know, in this hobby, a lot of it's like pay to win sometimes, where it just feels like everyone who's doing it just like spends like $6,000 on their like gaming PC, their setup, their model, their rigging and all that, and it's just like, nah, I just like kind of had everything beforehand, and I was just like, you know, I want to do low cost VTubing. I only had to like fucking buy my webcam in like VTube Studio, and like I could use my talents for like everything else. So like yeah, I'm basically like jacking myself off here. I'm sorry. Guys, I just appreciate it like when people go the extra mile to be self-created, and you know. So how do you guys mean by rig? Like completely animate yourself, I'm guessing? Like it's like, it's cubism. I'm not completely animated. It's like the illusion of being animated. Like every part of me is like separated on different layers, and I'm basically just choosing the parameters to where they move, like when I move my head. And so like it's moving everything at once, and it's making it look like it's animated. That's like the interesting part about VTubing and Live 2D. Really good Live 2D, you could like trick people into thinking it's actually 3D. I'm not 3D though, I'm just 2D, and that's very obvious because I'm a very cartoony style, very thick outlines. My range of motion is like very limited, but that is by design, because I have like a lot of like little props I could wear, and like if I move any more than this, it kind of ruins the illusion just a bit. I didn't want to show my face when I'd stream, but I was nowhere talented to make a VTuber character or something, so I went with a good old webcam. That's a ton of work. It is, and you know, everyone's got their style streaming. You could do webcam, you could do just voice, you could do VTuber. There's services where you could just like make your own VTuber model easy, or like go buy one that already exists, or like use public models that everyone uses. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to make your own thing. You don't have to be your own artist. It's what you make of it. Streaming can be a very fun, different kind of hobby. As long as you're willing to put in the time to learn to do things, and you know, think of new, fresh ways to convey your streams to an audience and whatnot. Yeah, Fiverr is like usually where a lot of people go for like models and cheap stuff. Usually a really good model is like very expensive, but I'm sure like there's a lot of people out there that like probably undersell and undercharge themselves. Not that I'm telling you like to go like buy a model from that kind of people, but it really depends on who you're getting the model from. There's like been funny videos like people get like really shitty budget models for like $50 on Fiverr. You know, if it works, it works. It's entertaining. Some people are really a master at rigging. They could maybe like rig something within 3 hours. Others, they might take weeks or months to get one model just right. It really depends on what kind of person you are. Man, why didn't I just talk on this screen? This is nice to have like the fireworks in the background. This VOD is gonna be a mess. There's a lot of like impromptu stuff that happened. Like, if it were just up to me, I would have probably ended the stream like an hour ago. But like, I was just like, no, fuck it. I'm gonna break my somewhat the structure of my stream just a bit. Because, you know, I have the beginning, I have the pre-chatting, and then game, and then like after chatting, and then end. And then, like, anything that happens in between, like a BRB, like, I really did break format here. But yeah, Thombi, thank you very much for the raid tonight. I love indie VTubers because they can kind of be kind of unhinged like that, with that. Wait, I'm trying to keep up with chat. Yeah, but don't worry, I got my need for school, but oh well, I'm cool with showing off my face and stuff now anyways. Yeah. It really depends on like what life is, like, you know, life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That's really like, do what's most comfortable for you, do what you can do with what you have. And that's why I love indie VTubers, because they can be kind of unhinged like that with at times crappy models. Yeah. I would like to make a crappy model for myself and just see like how crappy can I make it, but like that's also time consuming, and I feel like if I'm trying to make a crappy model, then like then that becomes harder. Like I'm actually putting effort into making something crappy, then I should just put effort into making something good. I don't know. Well, considering this is my first time here, I gotta know, where's your favorite games, Rickubus? If you look in my About Me section, I have a ton of games that I've already like streamed on my games completed on stream lists, and that'll give you a very good idea of the kind of games that I play. Dynamite Heady, Mr. Mosquito, Stretch Panic, anything Nintendo. A lot of sleeper hit games, like ones that never came over to the States, like Oh No, or Nappletail. Just, you know, anything weird, anything colorful, anything that, you know, kind of falls to the wayside, that a lot of people like don't really think about in this day and age, of like a lot of like, you know, brown and bloom modern shooter games, that kind of shit. I've always been one that likes the weirder, quirky games, and I like to showcase a lot of that on my streams. Thank you. And that's why I always like wanna stream that kind of stuff. When are we gonna get an Illbleed stream here? I already did it last year, but you know, Illbleed is definitely probably my favorite game of all time, so that'll be a yearly tradition on the channel. And hopefully this year I can make the run a little bit more faster, because last year it was like three parts, and no, 4 parts actually, because I did the post-game run. Yeah, and you know, I always love showcasing Illbleed when I can. I don't know if I'll revisit Blue Stinger for Christmas, since that's the Christmas equivalent, but Illbleed by the same creators and everything. But whatever the case, Illbleed's a great game. Do expect it sometime during October. I just don't know when in October I'll do it. October is usually like my favorite time of year, so Aw, you're telling me your favorite games aren't every year's Call of Duty? Don't you love how unique and they are and fun? Fucking, yeah, modern video games. Ugh. I'm just gonna crawl back under my rock and play my fucking 20-year-old video games that no one cares about. Anyways, here, let's head back to the beach real quick. Yeah, my usual setup actually, fuck it. This is a jank stream, but here, I'll take you to like where I usually hang out. Oh, I have my shadow on. Yeah, this is the usual vibe of the stream. Very laid back, very relaxed. It is summer, so I'm using the summer background for now, when I can, and when it's appropriate to the games that I play. It's Blue Stinger, the diehard of Christmas video games. It actually takes place during Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so it actually legit 100% is a Christmas game, and it has Christmas themed areas in it, and Christmas trees and all that, and there's like a Christmas party room too. It's like, no joke, it is 100% a Christmas game, even though it's a game about going to an island and fighting dinosaur monsters and figuring out what the fuck went wrong. It's very jank, and it will filter people, but it's a very interesting game. I highly recommend it. Here, let me showcase. Here's the Halloween room. As you can see, Illbleed is represented in the background. A little bit of a spoiler of things to come. I probably have a few more things to add to this scene, but I polished it up from last year. It is spruced up a little bit, colors adjusted, and it's looking better than it did last year. Yeah, and just like that, it's gone. It's gone. So yeah, I'm big on holidays around here. I love to decorate the background when I can. And, you know, I really need to get on making some new scenes and new places to hang out other than the living room and the beach and the seasonal backdrops and all that. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing Splatfest this weekend. I am Team Love. Head back to beach real quick. Seamless transitions, whiplash, wow. The beach also has a daytime mode too. They say I'm always like doing shit for my streams. Like, see, like, what can I do to add that extra level of detail? Anyways, yeah, that's enough of me jerking myself off and showing off all my stuff. I feel like a lot of people don't really get to see a lot of the inner workings of how my streams work, but and I guess it's a little reward for anyone who stuck by for the Final Fantasy stuff. I really just need to have a stream where I work on my stream assets and just kind of like showcase a lot of stuff and how it works. But who knows? Who knows? Oh yeah, I'll be playing too. Perhaps I can pop in your games if I ever catch you streaming in this weekend. Yeah, I don't know what day I'm going to be streaming in particular. I know there's going to be a Pokemon Go Community Day coming up for Froakie, so I have to like look at what day that's going to be on and like plan accordingly. Anyways, yeah. I'm on Team Love, and the only team that's actually good, but watch money win, because Shiver always wins. Everyone chooses Shiver, because waifuism. Anyways, yeah, it's time to end the stream for real, so I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for lurking. Sorry I didn't end the stream when I said I was going to end the stream, so if anyone bailed early, I'm very sorry. I already said my goodbyes and everything, but I went to the wrong screen. Anyways, and if you're watching the YouTube, the VODs on YouTube and Twitch, thank you very much as well. I try to archive as much as of my stuff that I feel is deserving of being archived over on YouTube. I do it on Twitch too, but Twitch has shittier quality. I have higher quality recordings over on the YouTube, so go check it out sometime or whatever. I have all my socials below and the links and all that. Anyways, yeah. Have a good night, everyone. See you next time, which will likely be Splatoon. Unless I want to do a drawing stream. We'll see, yeah. Until then, take care and farewell. Bye-bye for real now.